not the portals. What's up with you? What's up with you, bro? We find out another guy's got to go through it. Let me break you down over here. Give you an update on it right here. Former NBA star Paul Pierce and his ex-girlfriend remain locked in a legal dispute over the custody and financial support of their son King. Newly filed court documents have revealed alleged text messages exchanged between the two, offering a closer look at the communications following the child's birth and the ongoing disagreement over Pierce's role as a father. The latest filings come as both sides. The latest filings come as both sides continue to argue over custody and child support in a California court. She is seeking sole legal and physical custody along with financial support. Pierce is asking for joint custody and says the amount requested does not match his current financial situation. The court received several text messages. She informed Pierce that their son had been born on February 6th. She sent him a message saying, I just want to let you know your son is here. He was born today. If you like to see him tomorrow, let me know. The documents state that she did not receive a reply. And you do have to wonder if that was not, like, this is a former NBA guy, right? You know, you'd have to wonder what's the big deal. Okay, you're in a relationship, you out here in a relationship, and something happened, and one of the guys is the father of the baby. None of the guys are reaching out to you. And I'm saying on this Paul Pierce thing, it's like, okay, he's an ex-NBA guy. And it's like she's contacting him, you know what I mean? And he's not responding. But what I'm saying is one of the reasons she's contacting him is because he's an ex-NBA guy, you know what I mean? So all these guys, because you get on these YouTubes and you hear these clowns, they run, you know what, bro? They run their mouth talking about they got some money. I got some money. I'm a high value man. I got some money. And look at what happens. You get your ass sued. You sit up there playing around with these women and see if they're going to sit back and just play games with you. I mean, like, man, you guys talk, it's like, don't you see the news? Don't you see the news? Or maybe you don't want to know. Maybe you don't want to know. You got to have a game out here, man. Ain't nothing else to talk about. Ain't nothing to talk about. You got to have a game. You don't have no game. You on your own. You ain't going to make it. It's against you. It's too much against you, man. The world is against you, brother. You're a man, a black man. You're a man in America. The world is against you. The world's on your shoulders. So what do you mean, Platt? Well, what I'm saying is you need to be careful with that. Okay, what do you mean? You got to be careful what you're doing. You just can't be out there trying to be a playboy when you ain't even a play. You know you ain't no playboy. You know you ain't no playboy, man. You ain't never played women like that back and forth. You ain't got no rotation. Women fucking with you just on some real coming by, bringing you food, just checking on you, making sure you straight. One past the other, one coming in, one going in. You ain't built like that. But you think you can get some money. See, that's what they nah. That's what his YouTube stuff come in. That's what the guys be telling these niggas on you. That's what they be lying to these. I've just sat here for years, and listened to these dudes lie to these Negroes telling them that stuff. And I be like, yo, bro, bread though, you got to remember the bread, it can actually mess you up because you can play yourself in a situation that's not what you want it to be. You might actually catch feelings. You might actually think, this is the one. But turns out that wasn't the case. You see what I'm saying? And I seen Paul down there trying to get relationships. This is what I'm talking about. I seen him down there. I ain't say nothing. I didn't say nothing like, I seen him. I was down. I've seen him. I don't even know the name of that platform. I seen him down there giving out advice. And bro, let me tell you something. And I know these guys is in. I know, bro. Who you think? You think I don't know? 90% of these guys running around here incels. They mad. The niggas talking to them incels. They mad. Listen to me, man. Money can't save you, though. I know you want someone to give you a out. You on your knees hoping somebody can help you find your way. You so beaten down and you just going through so much. You want somebody to show you the way. Well, the way is there. Somebody can show you the way, but this money thing, man, and also it depends on the woman. This depends on the woman. This woman right here, apparently, there was suitors, not suitor. There were suitors. So if I'm out here if I'm on my money, if I'm about my bag, if I'm about my money, and I'm going over here trying to deal with women, and she got multiple suitors, why am I going to complain when this happens? Why am I going to dodge the phone calls? Yeah, guess what? You guys done had a child. So guess what? You got to get tested. Make sure it's yours. Okay, it's yours. Okay, you didn't mean to do it. All right. But now you got to go through the financial thing. You can't do it this way. That's what I'm saying. You can't run. You can't hide. Also, you the one that don't know. A lot of times these women know everything they need to do, bro. You the one that don't know. They know who they need to talk to. They know where they need to go. They know how to get you on the NBA. They know exactly how to contact you. Oh, I ain't worried about it. He played for what team? I already know some people. Two of her girlfriends married to NBA, NFL, NLB hockey players. All she got to do is pick up the phone. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to catch up with a current player. Do you know how I can let the team notify the people in charge of something that they might be concerned with? Just that simple. It's just that simple. All that ducking and dodging, what's that gonna do, man? And see, that's what I'm saying. Nobody want to tell the truth, man. They sit up here and they cook these dudes' heads up with lies. Lead with your wallet. And I know the simps, y'all want, they love it. Ooh, I got some money. Ooh, I got some money, man. I never knew women like me. Like, for real, women really wrote like women like me. Oh, God, I got some money. Oh, I never knew. Women, I'm in demand. No, you nigga, you in demand in the courtroom. In the courtroom. And I'm the only one that's been I'm the only one that's been telling the truth. I'm the only one that's been out here banging it down, telling the truth. Niggas been hating on me from day one. They not want me to put this message out. I'm the only one. Now I'm sitting up here looking at this and you see it too. We got nothing but love for Paul. We hope, whatever him and her lawyers, they'll come down to a sum at $30K. 30K a month, and you ain't in the league no more, just cutting into your resources. And he just had a divorce. See what I'm saying, man? If that's what you want to do, man, that's what I mean. You ain't even no player. But let me tell you something, because somebody need to say, if you ain't no player, man, stop trying to be one. It ain't gonna work out well for you. Your partner a player. Okay, that's your partner. Your uncle was a player. That's your uncle. Are you one? Well, I don't know. Well, how do women deal with you? You notice how they deal with your uncle. You notice how they deal with your cousin. Do they do the same thing to you? They don't? Well, okay, well, then you need to stick to the fact that you're a square man and live a square man's life. Okay, you got some money in the bank. Okay. You're still a square, though, because you don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to handle. You first don't know how to handle these. Those, you don't know how to handle the women, man. You need to stick to square women. You're a square. You need to give some regular schmegler square women and go live your life. That don't mean you can't get drug in a child support court. But 30K, you probably don't have to pump out like that. It probably won't be working that way. And that's on you. You're a grown man. You get somebody pregnant, whether you like it or not, you got to pay. You can say whatever you want to say. The system is already set up. If you get her pregnant, you got to pay. And 18 years or whatever, or however they set it up, you got to spend money. Simple as that. And I read it right there on TMZ. I read this stuff and I'm like, wow. And it's like the game. It's like dudes don't want to know the game. It's like dudes want to cheat the game. It's like dudes think just because they got some money, okay, I'm in the NFL, I'm a player. No, it don't work that way, partner. I promise you it don't work that way. Oh, I was a geek the whole time growing up, and ooh, I got me some money. And I listened to a YouTuber, man, and he told me I was a high value man, and I got money, and the women want me, man. And I'm gonna go out here, and you're gonna go to jail, nigga. You're gonna go to court. Hey, that's all that's gonna happen. That's all, and all that's incel game. That's in, you got to get you some real game, brother. You got to get a mouthpiece. And you got to get an understanding in the game because you confused. You confused. Let me tell you something. Somebody hit me out with a 30K charge. I'm confused. I know I done played myself. Like, what? And every guy, remember, he was down there giving out advice. See, that's what I'm saying. That's on him. That's on him, but that show you how the game go. Like the stream, man. Like the stream, brother. They show you how the game go. They show you how this thing is made up. They show you what it's about. What's up with you? Let me see. He said, plus this chick is trying to use Paul's past income when he played for the NBA. Okay, righteous. It won't hold up in court. Okay, righteous. What you got to understand, righteous, is if you choose to deal with women that's up to you, man. Nobody can tell you who to date, righteous. Righteous, you're a grown man. Okay, I'm gonna give you a better example. If I proceed to try to date a stripper because I got some money, what makes you think that's gonna work out for me? I don't know nothing about them. I never really been around them. So because I've seen some stuff on TV, or like I said, I got some money. I hit at the casino for 50,000. I got $50,000 in my back pocket. So I go to the strip club. Now, you can have fun in the strip club. You can do a lot of stuff, and it depends on the clubs, right? But no, I'm trying to date. I'm trying to romance. I'm trying to get to know better. And she accept my offer. When it goes left, what am I going to do? Am I going to cry about it? Am I walk around and tell people that the world is backwards and everything's wrong? You ain't gonna be able to do that, man. You got to accept that you made that mistake and you got to deal with that. There ain't nothing you can do about that. And like I said, we really need to stay in your lane. That's what I mean. If you're a square, be a square. If you're a square, man, just be a square. But I know that's an ego thing because a lot of you guys don't want to hear you a square. You don't want to believe you're a square. Yet all your relationships prove you're a square. You try to be a player, yet you keep catching L's in the game. You say you think you're a player. You listen to you some podcasters. You come over here and listen to a couple of dating coaches. You listen to some podcasters. You listen to this guy and that guy, and you think that makes you a player. Then you find up you in a courtroom. Now you got to deal with the consequences of the way you've been living. Do you want to do that? Is that something you want to do, or maybe that's something, And then what's wrong with staying? What's wrong with staying in your lane, man? What's wrong with that? You know where you fit. And let me say this on the reverse of that. A lot of women think they can just walk out the door and get them an MBA, a rich man. And they find out they get used too. They get set out. They think they don't get none of that stuff. They go, they see his cars. Oh, they go there, they see his house, they see his cars, they see his lifestyle. And he on the phone talking about I'll be in Denver tomorrow. Already got it booked. And she said, "Ooh, look at I'm with a rich guy. I always want a rich man, and I want to live a certain kind of way." But check this out. They say that, right? And then that man use him, and then what does he do? He get on down. Don't call him back. He ghosts him. Yeah, a bunch of dudes like they'll do it. If they can get away with it, they'll do it like that. Hey, man, that's how it go, man. That's how the game go. What's up with your third? That's how the game go. And guys got to understand that it's too many square. The YouTube has made the square. The square wants to be a player, so they got people who put out content to try to reconfigure the square into something that he's not. It don't work that way, man. You want to be a player, you're gonna spend. You got. It's gonna take time. Take up a couple of years. You'll get a rhythm. You don't have to be a master. You'll be okay. But if you're using your money, you're so far from being a player, it ain't even funny. If when you see a group of women, the first thing come to your mind is spend some money, buy some drinks, show them you got money, you so far from that, it ain't even funny. You so behind. You so behind. And see, that's what that money do to a lot of the NBA guys, a lot of the NFL guys, a lot of the sports guys. That money make you weak. What's the guy just got played? Ahmad Shumpert. Ahmad Shumpert. He just got played. He just got totally played. You know what I'm saying? See, one of the aspects of a relationship is the person is into you too, not your possessions. You into her, she's into you. That's how you connect. If you're using your resources to get her, you can't complain with what comes with that. Yeah, Paul said he pay. So Paul don't have no problem paying. You know what, Paul? You ahead of the game because you know where you fit. And that's how you do it. That's how you avoid things. Because if you know you pay, you be looking at her and say, man, that woman gonna put me in bankruptcy. You see what I'm saying? You leave them alone. You leave them alone. You say, man, if I gotta do all of that, nah. That's how you do. That's you thinking now. You thinking now. He said, I remember when ESPN fired Paul because he posted a video with strippers. Well, what happens is that ain't nothing wrong. Look, bro, do your thing, but if the way the system's set up, if you go out here and you make a mistake, you're gonna have to pay. And we see the Twitch streamers, we see guys on Twitch. That ain't gonna work, man. And anybody who's used to it, they know what they can look at it and see, man, that ain't gonna work. So you just all putting your arm and laying up on, okay, that I already know that ain't gonna work. He's already been sued. That dude been sued twice. He said he gonna stop doing Twitch streams. And two of those women that already sued. I don't know what's gonna happen to that. I'm sure his lawyers got it, but yeah, that's what happens, man. Maybe she said Paul should have a vasectomy. Maybe if well, you know what? Given the situation, the way he's living at his age, perhaps he might want to consider that because other than that, he'll be drug in court again. And he's got to understand that he could be drug in court again. And this is not the time. See, you don't find out 9 months later. You got to know what you're doing when you meet her. You got to know exactly what you're doing when you meet her, when you begin the relationship. If you don't want nothing to come of it, you got to be very careful. You can't throw all caution to the wind. You can't say I don't care. It's because this is what happened. This is what happens. If you're a square, you're a square, which ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't know. Some people might disagree with that. I don't have no problem. You're a square, you're a square. But this is the thing. Why don't you live a square's life? Because if you truly are a square and you live a square's life, you won't have these problems. You just won't have these problems, man, because you don't live like that. You'll be very, very careful and say, no, I ain't looking for no somebody I just met and I'm trying to hop in bed. I don't live like that. I- but guess what? You won't have these problems. And the courts, man, you ain't stand no chance in no courtroom. Ain't no courtroom. There's nowhere a courtroom gonna back you. There's nobody gonna back you on this. You're gonna lose 100%. And now he's got a baby he's got to take care of for the next 18 years. In addition, I don't know if he has kids. In addition to, I think he just got a divorce. In addition to the child support and the spousal support that he already has to pay. And he's relatively a young man, so you're looking at another, what, 50, 60 years of life? In addition to getting later on in life, when you start hitting around 70, 80, you might have health issues. Then what do you, because that's going to cost money. So that's what I'm saying. Watching the TV and saying, I'm finna go on this yacht and smash. Okay, well, then you can do that, but there's a price to pay for that. Are you ready for that? Because you're not built like the other men. There's men on there. It's a lot of people. They don't have to go through this. They just don't have to go through it. But you finna go through it. And then he got to understand he got resources. So sometimes a person can target him. The way she would date you, she might not do the same thing. You can be targeted out here. And she put them on papers, bro. And this is happening more and more and more. People are putting them on. They putting them on papers. And it's gonna take this for dudes to wake up to like I said, it's YouTube stuff. They get a lot of bad advice on YouTube. I've been here for a long time, brother. I didn't listen to a lot of foolishness. This is ridiculous, bro. Going out here putting yourself in a situation where you're gonna get sued, thinking that you a player, walking around here bragging because you got you some money and you got money. What are they gonna do? What is that money? What money gonna do? You want to lose it all? You want to give it away? You ain't never had women, so now you got money, so you go out and buy women. Okay, but a lot come with that. Kids, now a lot come with that. A lot come with that. So I mean, that's fine. They ain't gonna take all your money, but you pay. When you look at a future, when you look at all those dudes, they look at this, look at their money, and then from there they say, okay, this is the amount of money you have to pay. As simple as that. That's how it rocks, man. She put them on papers. And a lot of people don't want it to happen. A lot of people don't think it should happen, but this is how it works, man. So he's out here smashing unprotected. Yeah, yep, 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 yep. How old is Paul Pierce? Let me see something. Paul Pierce, because I'm looking at his thing. He said he just got divorced 3 years ago. So he went from a marriage. And an NBA dude, yeah, NBA dude, Paul Pierce, 48 years old. He's 48 years old. He just got a divorce right here. Paul Pierce. Let me see right here. I mean, he played for a bunch of teams too, man. So he was a broadcaster. It says he got two daughters, one son. Say in 2025. Okay, so see, he just had a divorce, I think, in 2023. And it says 2025, he was arrested in California on a DUI. Um, yeah, so um this was after his divorce. So who knows, who knows how he's taking that, He might be taking that pretty bad. But that's the way life is, man. There ain't no guarantees out here, man. He might be taking it pretty bad. Yeah. And this is what's gonna happen to anybody, not just him, but anybody. You out here trying to be a player, you don't have a relationship with the women other than a transactional relationship. Okay, no, no. So you out here trying to be a player and you smashing and they look you up on the internet. They look, somebody say, "Oh, that's an NBA guy," and they kick it with you for the weekend, and then you ghost them, and then they look you up on the internet, and you don't. All you gotta do is pick up the phone and call a lawyer. A lawyer take that case pro bono. A lawyer probably wants some proof, but once you prove it's who you say it is, they'll take it from there. And that's the way the system is made. That's what I mean. When you talk about the other men in the 70s, 60s, they were able to do it. See, we didn't have the internet. They could go to another city and do a lot and then leave on the team bus. And how could the person find them? But the internet, man, it's like, got them. And now you got to pay. Now you got to pay. And guys got to understand that. And when you say game is the type of guy who got women dealing with him on a regular basis. That's game. The women mess with you on a regular, everyday basis. That's having game. I didn't say you was gonna be broke either. You can still have money, but they value you. They desire you. They want to be around you. That's what they want to do. They want to be in your life. So they go out their way so that they can be in your life. That's game. Using your bread to get someone to hop in the bed and then trying to run off. I mean, it's not going to work. That's what I'm saying. Guys got to understand that shit ain't going to work and it ain't worth it. Especially if you talking about raising another kid and, money it ain't what it used to be. It ain't what it used to be. It's a different world now, man. That's why you got to get serious about it. And that's a lot of brothers who want somebody, they want to be a player, but they don't understand the consequences. They want to be a player, but they can get away with it. They want to go out and smash, get a bunch of kids and get, I shouldn't have to pay, or I'm gonna pay you what I can give you. It don't work that way. It don't. It don't work that way. The way you got to do it is you got to be responsible. And like I said, he got resources, which means he should have been even more protective, even more so. It should have been more because he got some resources. It's been like, I ain't going on this yacht party. I don't want to do this. Hey man, I'm not gonna go here. Count me out. And see, right after his divorce, he had a DWI. That's not good. That's not good, man. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what happened. The NBA has outreach programs. They have they have outreach programs for retired players. They don't want the players to be out there on their own. They don't want them. They know people go through stuff. We're human beings. But this is shocking though when you see 30K a month. That's a lot of paper, man. 30K is more than most people make a year. And normally it goes up. As the kid starts to get older, they ask for a lot more money because it goes up. So I'm saying they're not going to protect you from yourself, man. If you go out and do something stupid, it's going to come back on you. And only on the internet do guys think they can blather their way out of this stuff. You can't blather your way out of this, man. It's on you. The kid is here now, man. So you say child support, the kid's here. You can't do it after the kid come here. That's a little late now, man. You could do that right now, man. You don't, like you said, get a vasectomy. Use your brain. You got a couple of mil, 20, $30 million. Okay. Women want to mess with you because you got money. Okay. You need to protect yourself, man. You need to be careful. You know what I'm saying? You need to let them know it ain't about no money. You can come by the mansion. You can do a lot, but I don't really do the money thing. Why not just say that? Why not say it? Or do you need the money? See, a lot of these dudes, they don't want to tell the truth. They need the money to get the woman. If they had the money, they couldn't get the woman. And that's where your ego, see, they don't want to tell the truth on that. If they don't have the money, they can't get the woman. Can you get her broke? I've always said that. Okay, you with her, right? Would she date you broke? That's a question you have to ask yourself as a man. Would she support you broke? Would she come around you? Would she be coming by the house? Would she be cleaning up? If you just a regular 9 to 5 dude, you ain't nothing special. I mean, you special to her, but what I mean, it ain't about no money. It ain't about no money, but to these guys, they make it about money. These guys make it about money because it's YouTube. That's that whole game they push on YouTube. Once you get your money right, you can take care of all that other stuff. No, it's not that simple. And I've been the only person saying, I said, man, if that stuff was that simple, you wouldn't see these divorces. You got these dudes with Jeff Bezos. You got these dudes with billions of dollars getting divorced. Didn't Elon get divorced? How many times has Trump been divorced? That's what I'm saying. And then you come on a YouTube channel and you got dudes that be telling me, just get your money right, man. All you got to do, man. See, all you got to do is get you some money. And then when you look over there at Kendra G, that's what I'm saying. So I thought the game was you didn't want baby mamas. I thought you didn't want women when they were, after they've been with other dudes like that. Because those are the ones down there. See, you go down there, they throwing out prices down there all day. I don't want to date nobody who make less than $200,000 a year. I don't want to date nobody who makes less than $500,000 a year. I don't want to date nobody who makes this amount of money. Well, go look at it. Go down there and take a look, bro. They down there doing it. They down there saying that you got to have some money to date them. That's what you want. So you made all that money so you can go down there and date one of those women. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make $200,000 a year, and I'm gonna go to the strip club. That's smart, because that's where you can find your best women. That's real smart. What's that offensive lineman in Miami? They drafted somebody, some offensive lineman, and he went down there and he had about $3 million signing bonus, and he went down there. He got into the strip clubs. Of course, he found him a girlfriend in the strip clubs, and for about 4 months, she moved in. They had a little, he had a little mansion. He had all the trappings of success, right? But he met his girl. She's just a stripper. He met her in the joint. He went to the strip club. They met. This dude was a millionaire. So he would go. He went to the club. You play for the Dolphins? Yeah. Well, this is how we do this right here, man. You need a booth? Yeah, I'll take a booth. Here go. You can get you a booth. Here go some bottles. How many girls you want to join you? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Let me check it out. We're gonna do this. Yeah, they set them up down there. So okay, they went and started picking the girls out. Went in the dressing room. Hey, we got a dolphin over here. Dolphin got a booth. Who wanna come and dance for the dolphin? And over time he found one that he liked a lot. He played for the Dolphins. Offensive lineman. He played for the Miami Dolphins. Offensive lineman. He made it. Signed the contract, went to training camp. He was starting. No, he wasn't starting, but he was on the team. Married her. I mean, he might have married. I don't know about that, but he was with her. They was living together. They was together about 3 months, I think, toward the end of the season. And then one night he came home and bam, she had about 3 of those people. She had 3, 4 dudes who she really messed with. She had 3 or 4 dudes that those are the men she's loyal to. She had some dudes that she loyal to, some dudes who she can't live without. They fell down on that man. Robbed him and everything. And she was the one that let him in. She was the one that broke everything down. Oh, he get off work right here. Oh, this the code to the gate. All you got to do is do this and do that. And I said, man, and I'm looking at the story saying, well, what would you? I said, well, why would you date a stripper? No, because I'm like, yo, man, wait a minute. You made it. Yeah. Bro, you in Miami, man. You're a multimillionaire. You can get you a nice little 15-year run, lead the NBA, lead the NFL with about 30 million. Live your dreams. What the fuck you doing in a strip club? You don't know what go on in a strip club? Who you think in there? Who do you think goes to a strip club? Denzel Washington? You think you're going to see Michael B. Jordan walking around there? I'm very serious when I say that. You think you're going to see the tip of the spear when it comes to men in a strip club? In a strip club. Tricks go to strip clubs. Suckers go to strip clubs. Marks. Did it to yourself, bro. You did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. I said, man, this dude, I'm looking at this thing. I said, this dude career over now. Because he couldn't control himself because he wanted to get it easy. All you got to do, you dumbass, is go on a date. You ever thought about doing that? You're a damn Miami Dolphin. All you got to do is access 100 dudes on the team. You trying to tell me none of them have family? You telling me that they don't know nobody? Hey, man, I need a little female companionship. But no, I'm not talking about smashing. I'm talking about just companionship, get to know. I'm a generous dude, man. I don't like go out by myself, though. It's a goddamn locker room full of men. You trying to tell me none of them know nobody? None of them. None of them. Well, you did it that way, bro. You ain't built like that. Like I said, that's some shit players do. You can't play. Look, let me tell you something. A strip club is a game of poker. You throwing in your chips, she throwing out hers. You ain't stupid. You know what she tries. She wants something. But you want something too. That's what I'm saying. But you ain't looking at that as something gonna come from that. Ain't nobody going there. Nobody gonna go to the giant. I'm gonna go to the shake like that means I'm gonna have a relationship. No, I just went to the shake. You don't have to spend no money in the shake. Just go in there and look around. Get your bearings together and then leave. You can go in there a lot. Well, they know you. But they know you don't buy no dance. You might come in there and get you a drink. Hey, how you doing? Y'all, you making money tonight? Okay. I see you. She might say, okay, I'm gonna sit with you because I ain't got no customer right now. When you gonna get a dad? So that's what I'm saying, just a little back and forth. You don't say, hey, I'm gonna take you to the house. And see, that's another thing. I've seen they dudes. Man, I seen them dudes. Man, you out your I seen them dudes, bro. When them dudes show up, when the club close, I seen them dudes. Man, I leave them alone. I leave them alone. I leave them alone. If you're gonna do something in that club. But beyond that, no, I leave them alone, bro. I would leave them alone. I seen them. I don't know, man, guys. That's what I'm saying. You come on these YouTube channels, guys say get you some money. Platinum, go get you some money. Platinum, go get you some money, man, and go to the strip club, man, and go to Miami, man, and go to this club, man, and get you some money, man. I said, man, fuck all that. I'm not gonna do that, bro. I said, I'm gonna go to University of Miami. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to Georgia Tech. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to University of Georgia. That's what I'm gonna do. That's because I'm built like that. Because I'm built like that. I'm built like that. All you talking about giving my bread to some chick? I wish I would. I'll tell you this, I'll take some bread from her though. And the dude be like, what you say? I say, I'll break that bitch, nigga. Fuck you think you talking to? Fuck wrong with you? Tell me I'm gonna go ahead and get this woman some money. You out your motherfucking mind. But let me tell you something. You don't want me to go down there. You damn right. I'm the nigga they say, get up out of here. Who is this nigga? You damn right. Fuck you coming around me with that trick shit. Talking about give you some money. You don't want me to be me. You don't want me to be me. But he wasn't built like me. And that's what I'm saying. He was out there big. And look, he got ran down on. He got ran down on. And I'm the only one that's really been saying, I'm the only one that's been coming on these YouTubes that's really been talking about this shit. This goddamn slow channel. This the slow channel. And we back up, play our little politics and stuff like that because we diversified over here. But believe you, brother, believe you, you can miss me with the BS. I'm just saying to bro, what you expect to happen? I go out and get somebody pregnant, I got millions in the bank. That woman gonna lock me down. She gonna trace me down. It don't work that way, bro. And another thing too, when you 48, guys, you got to understand, you got a different type of game. When you 18 and 20 and 21-year-old game, you can't do that when you 48. You're a more established person. You got to know what you're doing, bro. And you should have more self-control. Simple as that. You out here just out there. Well, see, that's a fool. So what you finna do, Platinum? Man, shit, I'm just out here. So what? Man, tonight, man, I'm just out here. They gonna say, Platinum's a fool. Yeah, especially a motherfucker over 30, gonna say, man, you out your mouth. You just out here with these women with a pocket full of money and you think it's gonna work out for you? Yeah, bro. They gonna say, that's a fool. I'll probably be reading about you in the morning, bro. I'm gonna see you on the news. And see, we scared to tell the truth to each other. See, I want somebody to, if I would never do that, but I want somebody to tell me that I'm trying to tell you the truth, bro. This shit real out here, man. Don't go out here and get played. It's real out here. Know what you're doing. You're going to the shake, go to the shake. Okay, spending money in the shake, get you some dances, bro. You know what I'm saying? Say little things to her. She say stuff to you. And then you know what? You thank her for your dances. You say, I'm out of here. If she say, hey, you seem different than the others. Can I give you my number? You say, no, I don't really do that. I don't do that. But I might be back in a week or two. That's how you do that. And she knows she can't play you then. She know that. She's going to tell that to her people. Say, not him. Talking about the guy in the black Lexus. Said, no, you can't get him now. That's how you do that. Or stay out of the streets. If you a square, be a square. What's wrong with that? What makes you think an NBA contract, an NFL contract gives you access to women? Just go act right. that's going to support you and be down for you and give you the things that you need. What makes you, where you see that at? Is that in the contract? Is that in the contract? So why go out there and get played? Yeah, why go out here and get played and look stupid? And like I said, I sat here for years and listened to the talk about get you some money. And I said, you now, and we see Kendra G whole program is a bunch of women who on a different who's in a different situation. Yeah, they want money. They want bread. Her whole program is about money. And I only want to date a man that makes 100,000. I only want to date a man that makes $500,000. And they said, Kendra say, well, how many kids you got? I got 3. How many times, you in a relationship? Not right now. When the last time you was with someone? A week ago. Why don't you be in a relationship with him? Nah, that ain't gonna work. But what you look, I'm looking for a man make 200,000 a year. Yeah, okay. The guys don't understand. That's what that's what comes with that. That's what comes with that. And you don't understand that. And none of them do, man. And they're gonna continue to pay. He said, move to Bali. What? See, that's what I'm saying. He ain't going overseas. Paul Pierce ain't going overseas, man. Now, this is where when you say the passport, bro, or the passport situation, he should consider at 48, fresh out of divorce. If I was fresh out of divorce, on my way to 50, I still got about 40 million or more. I don't know how much you got. I'm still active in the streets like that. I probably would go overseas. Why not? What do you have to lose? You just have a typical American relationship. It went left. Why not? When you look at the Ocho Cinco guy, his girlfriend's from Thailand. Look, thick little joint too, but see, she ain't from the streets of Thailand. She's a different type of woman. She a fitness trainer. She is from Thailand, but she ain't that J6 street Thailand. You see what I'm saying? Nah, she ain't, not her. I haven't heard nothing for that man. I heard nothing bad about that man. He enjoying his best life. This is just the game out here, man. When you got money like that and you weak, you're gonna get played. Because the women know you weak. I just saw Ray J. I just saw Ray J. That's what I'm saying. He out here giving up money. Money Mayweather. Yeah, another one. Money Mayweather got played. Money Mayweather tried to smash and ghost, and now he got child support. Yep. Put them people on him. Money Mayweather. Yeah, his money running down too. If you never hear about the Bill Gates, the Warren Buffett. You don't hear nothing about them dudes. Them dudes ain't in the streets like that, man. Nick Saban. Nick Saban been married, what, 30 years? Probably longer than that, probably like 50. Them dudes, they sold that part of their life up, man. They not thirst buckets. And that's the thing with the black man. And I look at, you got guys, you got to understand, I see that, I'm looking right at it. The whole thirst bucket thing. Running around on Twitch streams, harassing women, thinking that you a player. That's being a thirst bucket, and you're gonna wind up in jail. I already see how that ends. I seen that movie before, man. You can't do that. I'm gonna tell you too. If you do try, you better be received well. They better be receiving you. They better have big smiles on their face. They better be waiting till you come over there to talk to them. They better be eagerly waiting on your attention. And it might work for you. That's not my thing. It might work out for you. It might work out for you if you move it that way. But being out there drunk, walking around drunk on a Twitch stream, leaning into women, young women leaning into them because you think you some type of player, bro. You're gonna get locked up. I seen that. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I said, man, I hope these young men, because they said people as young as 13 be looking at that stuff. I said, I hope these young men know better, know right from wrong, bro. That ain't how you talk to women. You don't get drunk and demand attention and hover all over them and get all up on them and put your hands on them. That's not how you do that, bro. He said the interest in on the child support rears will keep these guys in debt. Yep. Yep. That's why you got to be careful with that. You can't be a fool out here, man. It's one thing for a dude to go out and have 8 kids and he was in his 20s and he'll tell you that he ain't had no sense. He'll tell you that, but well, it just depends, man. Some people, that's just the way it is. Well, first of all, that is the way it is. You're going to have to pay. Simple as that. And that's the world we live in, man. And people got to understand you don't want to pick up the value system of the ghetto. You got to leave that alone. I know people glamorize the hood and the ghetto. They do that a lot. They glamorize the hood, but you got to let the value system of the inner city, the ghetto, you got to let that shit go, man. You got to stop looking up to that. That ain't nothing to look up to. That ain't nothing cool, man. What it look like me running from child support, quitting my job because of child support. Why would I do that? Why would I want to? Hey, man, where you at? I'm in the streets, bro. What you mean? Man, I had to quit. So what you doing now? I'm trapping, bro. I'm trapping. See, and see, that's what I'm saying. I've seen plenty of guys like that. I don't want to be like them, though. Well, I understand. I get it, man. Hey, man, you got a bunch of kids. They take your license, suspend your license now. I get it, man. You got to dodge. You got to dodge it, but it ain't about dodging. It's about not doing it. And it's about doing the right thing. That's what it's about, bro. You ain't got to be no sucker out here. I brought up Michael B. Jordan. Have you heard anything about him? He just won movie actor of the year. You hear anything in the news? Is some insta-thought putting his business on TMZ? Is anybody taking pictures of him saying he was in my room last night? He was over my house last night? You don't see that. You don't see. That's what I'm saying. That's how a man conducts himself. That's how a man handles things. You don't see this stuff. What you see right here with this dude and this TMZ and this woman saying, your son, you need to come see your son or whatever you want to see. See, that's what I'm saying. That's being sloppy in the game, brother. That's being sloppy in the game. There is a conversation from the men's right perspective about the family court. There's a conversation to be had about that. Guys want to see their children. There's some problems with the way the money is assigned. But if you out here actively doing stuff, if you out here actively getting drunk and all up in women, all up in their face and taking them home and thinking that it happened and ain't nothing, and then next you know you got a baby sitting in front of you, that's on you, bro. That's you. And if you're a square, be a square. Bill Gates is a square. He ain't got no problem with being a square. You a square, be a square. Bill Gates is a square. Warren Buffett is a square. These are squares. Them dudes squares. They don't have no problem with that. Elon's a square. Elon Musk is a square. He's a little bit thirsty, but he's a square. Thirsty guys with money will end up in the pajamas and the girl will be in the Bahamas. There you go. If she want to go to the Bahamas, there you go. There you go. All things come in time, man, and we don't live forever. And I hate to say this because guys don't want to hear this, but if you didn't do it in your 20s, you probably ain't gonna be able to do it, man. If you didn't get your whatever you wanted in your 20s, you not that way. Not the way you I know what you're trying to do. All right, then do it. My thing is then do it. Do it. Oh, go ahead and do it, bro. Make it do what it do, man. See, that ain't my thing. He talking about Floyd Mayweather. See, I ain't that type of dude. Floyd Mayweather and the tricking. I don't do that. I just don't do it. And let me tell you something. The reason I don't do it because I know how they treat guys like that. And I just like to me, I don't want to be disrespected. I don't disrespect people. I don't want people to disrespect me. And I ain't trying to get in the way of nobody money. Man, I wish I would. I don't even, bro, that ain't the world I come from. I don't get in the way of nobody money. I ain't mad at that woman because she taking all these dudes' bread. I move out the way. I tell her, hey, look, you can sit here. Y'all look for 2 seats? Yeah, you can sit here. No, I get up, dude, be like, oh, thank you, bro. Hey, bro, cool, man. Yeah, man, you can sit here. I don't care. I don't care. I don't lecture him or her. I don't care. I might see her a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now. And then she ain't doing nothing. I start talking to her, say, hey, that guy I saw you with 3 weeks ago. You broke his ass, didn't you? Oh, you damn right. I say, yeah, I figured as much. I figured as much. You damn right. I got $15,000 off it. I said, okay, I feel you. You see what I'm saying? I'm not a hater, bruh. I'm not a hater. I don't, that's where you got to be out here. You are square. You don't need to be out here interfering and in the way. You don't even need to be in no strip club. You a square man, don't go to no strip club, man. You're gonna be able to control yourself in there. And if you do go, man, don't be all at the stage. Don't do that, man. Don't go get a big wad of money and stand at the stage and spill it out. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Act like it ain't your first rodeo, brother. Don't go in there and get played, man. I've seen dudes go up in the giant, man, and they're gonna spend $200. I say, yeah, look at them. I hope it's worth it. Well, first of all, I can tell you up front, it ain't worth it. And I'll tell you again, don't go. How about this? Just don't go. Go get on Tinder. Go get on Daynap. Go get on your Facebook, whatever they call it. Go get on those locals. And go, or best thing to do, go to a nightclub. I don't want to go to a nightclub, Pat. Why? Because I mean, I got to get dressed up and fresh haircut, and I got to compete. Well, you know what? You meant to compete. Go to the nightclub. Don't go to the strip club. Go to the nightclub. You're just better off. Just go in there and have a drink. Have a glass of water. Just have a glass of water. Listen to some tunes and get up and leave. That's better than junk, man. I don't go no junk. I see these dudes be chasing these women that they know out their league, and then they be looking funny when they get used by these women. And I'm gonna say this again: can you get a broke? Period, man. Fuck all the rest. Look, for the rest of your life, that's what the first thing come to your mind. Can I get a broke? I didn't say you got to be broke. I'm saying, can I get a broke? You talk to her, you look at her and say, she giving you good feedback. But you say, hey, can I get this chick broke? If I was broke, would she be fucking with me? And if you conclude, no, you need to leave her alone. You need to shut that down. You need to shut it down. Say, no, yeah, we have a good conversation, but I think I'm gonna move on. What you mean? This ain't gonna work. What you mean it ain't gonna work? This ain't gonna work right here. You know what I'm saying? You probably out here just trying to get you some money. And I ain't got no money to give. Put it like that. What you mean? I ain't trying to get. Oh, you okay? Now we turn the curve now, which means we gonna do some regular shit. That's what that means. Now, once again, like I said, practice what you preach. So that means she gonna do regular shit with you. So with you, she gonna do it. Just do like a river walk. Y'all gonna get something off the food truck. She just gonna come by and Netflix and chill. Now, if you got it like that, like I said, if you're a player, you got it like that, you living it like that. The next man, that's between her and him. If she want to break his ass off, then that's on her. That's his business. But once again, I stay out of the way of that. You guys got to understand that's friendly fire. You know what I'm saying? I stay out of the way of that. I don't care who she break off. Mayweather is proof, man. That bread thing. See, another thing about Mayweather that make him look well. Another thing that you could criticize Mayweather for is that he's still running behind these women at his age. You can criticize him for that, but like, bro, you acting like you 18, 19. Mayweather. Mayweather. Women, you should have you a nice top notch locked in. Where you ain't thinking about when you go places, Mayweather, you ain't thinking about no women. You're thinking about that money. You think about how much money you can make, how you can plan for your future. You should run around here to Vegas, running by a house, or you asking 4, 5 women to come up to the room. You Mayweather, you too old for that. And that's where a lot of black men, that's where they get caught up. You gotta let that shit go, bro. If you missed it, you missed it. I've been trying to tell you that, bro. If you missed it, you missed it. It wasn't meant to be. And you got to be built like that. You got to be built for that. You got to be built for that. I'm telling you right now, I'm built for that. I'm built for that. Man, I'm built for that, bro. I rock with. Let me tell you something. It's a problem. Where they at? Where they at? No, I'm just telling you right now. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? This the slow channel, brother. Where they at? They over here? They on the south side. I'm over. All right. I'm a problem, bro. I got a real game. I don't grab arms. I don't lean into. I don't yell. I don't get drunk and demand. I don't do none of that. I survey. I feel the system out, and then I say, okay, I feel okay. Damn, girl, right there, she's thick, just like I like them. I'm gonna wait. Hold on, let me stand over here so she can see me. Yeah, I'm standing over here. Let me see. Let me turn my head. I'm gonna look around. Is she looking? Oh, I'm gonna catch her. Now she done turned. Oh, I got her. Oh, I know she interested. I'm finna go get this. That's how I game. I'm a game on them, bro. I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna drop you off at the Giant. We're gonna both go to Chicago. I'm gonna drop you off at the Giant, at the Shake. We're gonna tell the Uber and say, yo, man, drop my man off at the Shake. Are you going, sir? I said, where? To the Shake. In the hell no, I ain't going to no Shake. That's where he going. Take me to the south side. That's where I want to go. But sir, there's a lot of competition. I like competition. Fuck you talking about? You talking to the competition. Fuck you mean? No motherfucker alive can compete with me. Take me to the south side. Yeah. Come back about 3 in the morning. I'm gonna have something with me, man. I'm gonna knock on the door. What's up? Man, shit, man. I'm gonna spend $400 there, man. I'm drunk. Man. I took a Uber. I thought you was gonna come out. I took a Uber home. I'm gonna say, no, man, I met her right here. We finna go down here to my room or whatever. I just stopping by and make sure you was straight. That's how that move, bro. That's how that game go. That's how that go, bro. What I'm saying, where you want to be? You want to win at this shit or you want to lose at this shit? Paul Pierce played himself. And I'm the only one that really be telling the truth. Like I said, I'm the only one out here telling the truth. A lot of people want to hide behind his money. Oh, he got all that money though, man. He got that money. He do got the money. He do. I didn't say he didn't. But you don't use the money to get the women, because if you use the money to get the women, you ain't gonna get the women. You get the women. You use you to get the women. And if you done got old or you out of the game, but then be a square, bro, and go live a square man's life. Certain women ain't for squares. Certain women, they just not for squares. And you got to find all of that in direction. You got to sit down and find all that, man. Now you got to pay. That's what I've been trying to say. Now you got to pay. Travel says she feasted off that simp. We don't know about that. That's him, man. Ain't me saying that. And when you out here, man, when you out here really doing it, man, you can't get in their way, man. Women are women. You can't get in the way of these women. What's wrong with them rocking? That ain't your main one. That ain't your girl. Y'all cool. Y'all cool. I'm not gonna get in her way. She want a shopping spree. Okay. You go in, you see her. I'm talking about a nightclub. You go in there, you see her, and then she said, "Hold up for a minute." You say, "All right." Next thing you know, you see her sitting down, and it's a dude come over there, and then you read the room. You say, "Okay, I see her. She in the middle." Okay, and then you might not see her for 2 weeks. You see her, yeah. I saw you. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I had to go. I had this guy. Hey, shit, hell yeah, do your thing. I see you. I see you. And you never know. She might say, "So what you gonna do tonight?" Probably gonna get up out of here. I just came walk around. Well, can I come tonight? Hell yeah, come on. Give me about 25 minutes. I'm gonna meet you outside. Hell, come on. That's how you know you winning, because then you be like, that simp, that sucker. I saw that sucker. Now I'm finna get everything he went for. I ain't got none of the stuff he got. That's how the game go, brother. Like the stream, man. Support the platform, bro. We telling the truth over here. Paul Pierce. Now you got to pay, bro. And I ain't mad at you, Paul. Keep doing your thing, man. I ain't mad at you at all, bro. We just men, bro. Paul, I don't have wings on my back, brother. We all subject to fault. I mean, okay. Woo! Yeah, I'm not perfect, man. Neither are you, brother. But that come with a price, man, and that come with a price tag. You know what I'm saying? And we are what we are, man. 30K a month, bro. Woo! And then they getting on the brothers. The brothers got all these white women and stuff, man. I don't see. What's the dude for the Chicago Bears? What's his name? What's the brother for the starting quarterback? Cabe Williams. Is it Williams? I see him and his old girl. I ain't heard nothing from them. They live quietly, bro. Look, you got to understand, bro. I've been trying to tell you, you're not built like that. You got to be built like that. You got to be built like that. If you're a man of women, you're gonna have them when you gonna already when you was in high school, you was a man of women. When you if you what the women really really want, when your sisters would have her friends come over there, they would be talking about you. That's your brother. They would be doing that to you. You would understand that you have a magnetism to women. You would know that. That's what I'm saying. See, me, I don't have that. But I have been around guys. See, I understand that. I understand that. I went to the club with the dude, man. He done pulled two baddies in the line. Standing in the line. They leaving with him. I'm stuck in the line. I even got in the place. I'm in the line. That's how the game go, bro. It's either you got it or you don't. And if you don't, you got to be careful out here, because then you're going to get used. You're going to get played. You're going to get played. Isn't that what they say about Shannon? They say you got Dion up there with Carucci. You got Shannon with that little thick little thing, that little Thailand fitness trainer in his ass. He tried to press the game. He tried to cheat the game. And he went out and got that Latino 22-year-old and got his ass took for $20K. 20 mils, 20 millis, not to mention his rep, allegedly. That's why you got to know where you fit, man. Stop fighting this shit. Know where you fit. If you a square, be a square. Yeah, I saw that Luca thing. The money, she finna get a bag off of him. She finna get a bag. The Luca guy, she finna get a bag. Adrian Broner. Man, my thing is, I hope the parents, I swear I do. I hope every parent who lets their kid watch that Adrian Broner Twitch stuff, I hope they talk to their kid, man. I'm telling you, bro, you cannot, his game. Now, only thing that's been saving him is he got money. He got money to give and money to pay. But I am telling you, bro, you cannot be laying into these women, handsy with women, and they not feeling you. I'm warning you, don't do that. They got to be feeling you, brother. You laying all up on them, you grabbing them on their butts. The fuck you expect to happen, bro? It's gonna be a disaster. And see, when you see, and I have seen guys, when I see guys like that, I move. Because I don't want to get hit. Want to do, because sometimes dude will post up behind you and start reaching out. And you'll see his hand come out. And then they'll look around and look at you. And then about 2, 3 women will walk by, and then he'll stick his hand out there again, and they'll look around, they'll look at you. And I said, man, wait a minute. What you doing, bro? I turn around and said, man, what you doing? Oh, I ain't doing nothing, partner. And I move. I said, let me move, man. Let me move for this dude, get me hit upside my head. And see, guys like that, they play themselves and they get in trouble a lot. Hey, what's up with you, Creolian? How you doing? Women pay for monetary value. That's the game. Those types of women are the I don't need a man, just money, because they not actually fulfilled being with men. Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right about that. And then Paul Pierce still is a Paul Pierce still, because he's an ex NBA player, he still has value in the dating market. He does, because he's still he's an NBA player. And it's a bragging, it depends on the women, right? It depends on the females, right? Right? It does depend on them, but it's still something they can brag on, that they're married to an NBA player. He might be an older player, but they're married to an NBA player. So it gives him some play with a lot of women that the average man don't have. How you doing, Creole? It's always going to be about money. That's why you got to protect yourself. You just have to protect yourself as a man. That's what comes. That's the system that we live in. When you talk about the rappers, that's why a lot of them die broke. When you talk about the rappers and they go out and they got 15 baby mamas, what's this NBA young boy? Those are the worst things you can do. See, guys look at an NBA young boy and they're average dude. They just work at Walmart and maybe they work at a warehouse. And they go out there and they start having babies like that. And they start thinking it's cool because young boy doing it. And young boy, man, I fuck with young boy. And they keep doing it. Then eventually it catches up to him. Said, man, look at my check, man. Man, I ain't making no money. And then they're saying, they're leaving all types of voicemails. You gonna come to your kid birthday party? How come you won't come see your kid? When last time you seen your kid? All them voicemails. All them voicemails. That stuff add up to you, man. That's why you don't want to do that. That's why you want to get away from that. His value, Creolian says, his value is determined by his intentions. His status requires him to vet a woman for years to know if she really likes him. Okay. Well, I don't know what that hold on, what to vet someone for years. Yeah, I don't even know if that's realistic now. Years, maybe a year. And when you say vet, you mean date, get to know. I don't know about no 2 year. I don't know nobody that's gonna. Y'all ain't dating. You may not be married, but y'all not dating. Y'all, she done moved in by then, bro. She done moved in by then. She went with you for a whole 12 months and y'all become exclusive. Somebody done moved in with somebody. That's just normal human interaction, man. You just cohabitate because you're both content with each other. But for years, nah. And then don't say to young people, we know the young people ain't gonna do it. We know that. But at the end of the day, if you're gonna sleep with them, you got to accept that if you get them pregnant, you're gonna get you either gonna negotiate something over the phone or something, probably with a lawyer, especially when we talk about the type of money he got. Both of them people probably be paying for both lawyers, and then or you're gonna be drugged into a court system. And being sloppy, you can't be sloppy out here, man, because it comes back to it messes you up overall. It messes up your grind. Because it comes down to what do you want? What do you want out of this relationship? What are you looking for? And you got to know that. That's what I'm saying. That's something you need to know before you get into it. And when I say relationship, yeah, when you're interacting with someone, what are you looking for? What are you trying to achieve? What's your point? What's your goal? It's dangerous either way when you're rich. Um, well, you got to protect your assets, though. That's anything. When you rich, you have something you can lose, so you got to protect your assets, period, because you're rich. So everything's got to be in order. Your insurance. You don't want to open up opportunities for people to, yeah, NDA. You don't want people to come in and take what you've acquired. When you take a look at, uh, uh, I don't know why I be blanking on these names. What's the guy who only dates 25-year-old women? He's 50. Leonardo. When you take Leonardo, all of his stuff comes through an NDA. Before the women will date, before they even date, they go through a legal process where they're not allowed to comment on it. They're not allowed to talk to TMZ. They're not allowed to sell any photo. They don't have no photos. You can't talk about this relationship. Um, I'll give this is the amount of money we're willing to pay you for your for you to be quiet. And that's him. He ain't no type of player, but I'm saying Leonardo does that, and you never hear anything about him. You never hear anything. Dudes want to be sloppy. They want to be players. When I hear about a guy like this stuff, they want to be players, and they're not built like that. They're just not built like that. They're not put together like that. And money can't save you. Money can't save you. A lot of guys don't understand that. Money can't save you, man. Money can't save you because you got some money. What are they supposed to mean? Yeah, they want your money. In fact, you got some money. You go to the shake. They'll open up the shake. They'll get a set, pull that curtain. They'll pull that big old curtain around, man. You'll be sitting back there. They'll put all how many women you want here? They be like, okay, we only got 25. A guy comes sit in there, somebody work at the club and sit down with you with a tablet. Okay, she's here. She's here. She'll be here in 2 hours. She's about to go. She's here. She's here. You pick just like you picking out food. Click, 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 click. And that woman will say, okay, well, way we do this here, you got to give the club a fee before they'll come. And then you got to tip them. And we'll go get, you pay for the booth. Okay, you got some alcohol, the booth. Okay, you want 6 women. Okay, that'll be $3,500. Yeah, that's on you, man. I said that, like I said, that's you. The Floyd Mayweather price is $3,500. Okay, now here come the women and here come the food. That brings some food, some drink. And you had your fun. You had your fun. But if all you got is some money, if all you got is some bread, it take more than money. It take more than money. And we done moved away from that too, man. I know things have changed, but society, because of social media, we done moved away from the art of macking. And look, shout out to Tariq Nasheed. He wrote a book called The Art of Macking. We done moved away from that. We don't understand it's an art to macking. It's a way to do it. And it's more fulfilling than tricking. But we done moved away from that, man. And our court system hasn't caught up. It really hasn't caught up to that. That's why so many of these dudes lose so much money. Like the stream, brother. Let me drop this join link, man. We'll take your thoughts. I needed to put this out. I see Paul Pierce, TMZ, another kid he's got to take care of. I hope it works out for him. A woman can be attractive, but if it's going to cost you everything you work for, is that really a situation for you? Huh? Is that really for you? Maybe that's for somebody else, huh? Huh? Is that really something you want in your life? She can be a very attractive woman, but you don't want that in your life because it comes with other stuff. And kids cost money, man. That's the minimum. When you say 30K a month, that's the minimum. You got to pay for their insurance. You got to pay for all of that. You got people in the ghetto, they ain't got no damn insurance. You got people out there with 10 kids. They don't have no insurance on none of them. But when you go through that court, you got to insure them kids, man. Health insurance. You got to maintain it too, bro. It can be expensive. That's what I'm saying. This stuff costs money. It costs a bag, bro. Like the stream, brother. It don't have to be that way though, man. You gotta spend some time and you gotta vet and you gotta sort. And even with the day naps, you gotta vet and sort. And you gotta get out of this thing, man, where guys fall into this real messed up trap where they focused on the women they like. And you can't do that. You should learn to like women who like you. And those should be the only women you like. If that woman don't like you, and when a woman want money from you, she don't really like you. You shouldn't be focused on. It don't matter what she look like. That becomes irrelevant. As a man, that's how you got to train yourself. You only like who likes you. Period. Yeah, and I saw that stream where that chick was telling that guy. She got to pay for her kids' meals. He got to pay for her kids' meals. I saw that. I saw that. She said, I need some to go boxes for my children. I saw that. I saw that, man. That man said he want to pay for her kids. And she talked down on him, man, in the video. I saw it a couple of days ago, man. She was telling the truth though, man. She's not she don't want to date him if he don't want to pay for her kids. Quote unquote feed her kids. Yeah, you end up thirsting like Brona. Yep. And see, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people look at that Browner guy is some type of player. And I've been trying to tell you he not. Look, he can do whatever he wants on his stream. But that macking that he doing, that's an old school type of macking. You guys would know. I know exactly what he doing. You guys wouldn't know. I know exactly what he doing. But see, this is the age of the internet. You can't really mac like that. You can't mac like that. Before the internet, you can mac like that. Well, that's your game. That's your game. But this is the age of the internet now. You can't heavy handed. You can't heavy handedly go be getting these women, trying to get these women to go with you and do stuff with you. It don't work that way. Like the stream, man. Like the stream, man. Support the platform, man. Where the cash app at? We trying to tell you the truth, man. And that's what I'm saying. We got no problem. We got number love for Paul Pierce over here. We got number love for Paul Pierce. And I ain't no hater, but Paul. For real though, you in relationships? Because see, now I'm talking about forget today. I was talking about that stuff you were saying. Well, he's talked to a couple of things he did, a couple of things he said. I think he went off on the Cheyenne Bryant. Uh-oh. She might be making a stream. I think he went off on Cheyenne. Remember, he went on there. He told her, was she in a relationship? Remember that? Remember that? Oh, was that a year ago? He went off on Cheyenne Bryant. He went off on somebody else over there on that show. I don't know the name of it, but he had some type of podcast with a couple of people. But that ain't how you got it. How you do it, man. You gotta really do it. And you can't get mad at these women, man, when they drag you into the court, man. You know, don't use protection. You can't do it's not that easy. See, and that's another thing too. Well, you guys do that to a lot of the regular smegglers, the regular smuggler women, the Kendra G's, the Kendra G types, the women that listen to her, they ghost them all the time. They blow their backs out and they ghost them. They probably offer they ghost those women all the time. But when you start dealing with a different type of woman, a woman who's got a little bit levels up, it's gonna be hard to do that. It's not as easy as you think. It's gonna be hard to do that. The Creole says the problem is these days folks don't want to marry, but want those perks without the marriage. It can't work like that. You're right. You're right. You can't get marriage perks. You can't get marriage treatment. And you will be going to court, man, and you will be paying that money. And you can say what you want till you start having to pay. Let me tell you something. It might be something like $300 a month. Okay, but let it happen again. Now it's 200 on top of that. So now you paying out 500. Bro, that's a car and insurance. That's a nice car. That's a nice car and insurance. You finna pay this out though. It happens again. Now you paying more. It don't pay to be like that. That's being irresponsible. It don't pay to be irresponsible, bro. The way our system set up, it's set up to crush you. Yeah, it's gonna protect the woman because she's the mother and she's the one that's pregnant. Uh-oh. Oh, $2 holler, man. We appreciate that, brother. We appreciate it, David. I mean, appreciate it, Chris. David had 200 wives, so why can't we do it? Well, first of all, everybody's not a Christian, right? Can we just flat out just start with that? Everybody's not a Christian. David had 200 wives, okay. And and if you want to go back from a biblical standpoint, what about his concubines though? Man, them dudes got them dudes had 200 wives and 1,500 concubines. You want damn, them dudes had a lot. Women, women were a resource. If you go by the Bible, now I mean you can believe what you want to believe, but if you go by the Bible, man, them dudes, women were a resource. Them dudes had a lot of women, man. They ain't just have wives, they had women on the side, a lot. But then again, they're talking about living 800 years and stuff like that. So he said, why would you want 200 wives? You're right. You're right, man. You got to replenish yourself and stuff. That anybody who's uh in a relationship, anybody who's been married, know damn well you don't want no 200 wives. It's too much time. You got what you gonna do, man. You got to live. All you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be in bed, and then you gotta do what you that's it. You gotta be deal with who wants to deal with 200 wives. She wants to talk. She wants to tell you some stuff she did. Oh, she wants to tell you about her day. Oh, she needs this. She who? I saw the Neo thing. I saw Ford. That's his business. There you go, Charles. Be smart and know yourself. Charles says one is more than enough for me. That's smart, Charles. Get out of your ego. Get out of your ego. When you say you got to have three women, okay, can you hold it? No, no, can you hold it? And you can't say I got three women, but one of them running me up the wall. No, then you can't hold. You need to cut back. Ego says the average man today can't juggle two women, let alone hundreds. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Uh, okay. Well, this is how it works, right? You can have a 5 woman rotation. First of all, they gotta want to be on your rotation, right? There's certain things that have to happen, right? First of all, you got 5 women, find 5 women who want to be a part of your rotation. That's A. B, the time has to be slotted. C, they have to be willing to stay loyal and focused on your needs and things you need as a man while they wait their turn. But see, what you when you start to discover that it's mostly them. See, when you start breaking down how a man can have 5 women rotation, you literally realize that 90% of that is them. It's not much, it's him because they want him, but a lot of that is them. So they make it work because of what they do. It ain't so much, yeah, he got a mouthpiece and all of that, but still, it's not him, it's them. And if you can't get that, then you need to leave that alone. A lot of you dudes need to work on one. He said, except for Solomon, those women pulled him away from the Lord, dealing with witches. Yep. Song of Solomon. Um, Solomon, yeah, well, what it was about, it's also about weakness, though. When you talk from a biblical standpoint, you can start with Eve, right? You can start with Adam and Eve. You can start with Adam. He didn't know disobey God. He did not disobey God. Eve did. Now they said the serpent convinced her to do it, but still she did it, not him. And what the Bible warns men is that um, you got to be careful with women because women they can make you fall from paradise. Didn't say you couldn't deal with them. It just says you have to be careful dealing with them. They're a major part. If you know the Bible, women are a major part of the Bible. And they're nothing to be overlooked or looked upon as it don't matter. It does matter. It matters. It matters a lot. Oh, shout out. Damn. TD been coming through with the big money. Hold up. We gonna get to you, TD, real quick. It says Creolian says, yes, he did. God gave him the power, not women. I don't know what you mean by that. She said God gave him. Oh, you talking about man? You know what? And now, Creole. Now, don't do this, Creole. The whole Adam Eve debate. A lot of women, you guys want to make excuses for Eve. Now we're just talking about from a biblical standpoint. That's all. I don't know what happened. You don't either. But I'm saying she was the one who betrayed. She betrayed Adam, and that's the whole point. She betrayed. That he said, "Don't eat of this tree." And now she could say the snake. It don't matter who told her to do it. She still chose to do it, and she got him to do it. And that's the whole warning from Christ to all men. You got to be careful dealing with women. And you can't let them lead you astray. So just because she had 8, that didn't mean he had to do it. That's the point. They have power, but you got to be strong enough to deal with them. So it's an in-depth understanding. And when you see this thing right here, where he's finna pay $30K a month, and I know this is not biblical, but this is what you get when you don't know how to deal with women. That's the whole point. When you don't know how to deal with women, bro, you're going to get taxed big time. Look, shout out to TD. Tell him, the realest one. One of the realest dudes on the tubes, Mr. TD. And he been here forever, man. TD is the man. He says taking care of women don't mean giving money. There you go. You have to make sure you're giving those women game so they can move appropriately in the world. There you go. Right? So it don't reflect bad on you. Women are reflections of the men they are involved with. Yep. Right. You are right, sir, on that. Women are a reflection of the man. So if your woman is bad, you might be a bad man. If she living up in that house with you and y'all going back and forth and you tell the people you work with, you tell your family she's bad, y'all still together, women are a reflection of you. So it's because you bad. It ain't because she's bad, you bad. Because if she was what you say she is, you would have broke it up with her. And that's where we get down. You ain't a real one until you turn it down. That's what I'm saying. Look, bro, listen, you're going to have to leave it on the table, man. We got to stop being so thirsty, man. It's not worth it, bro, if it causes you problem. Let it go. What's up with you do business?
What's good with your play, man?
What's up?
Man, just chilling, just checking out the show. Yeah. I heard some about this yesterday. With the Paul Pierce thing.
Uh-huh.
Nah, I mean, listen, man. I mean, I understand exactly what you said, but that it's a lot of good guys that mess with bad women. So I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that a guy is bad just because he have a bad woman. I think that some men just don't know how to, um, cut those type of women off. So no matter what she looked like.
But that would be his problem then, right? That would be on him, right?
Yeah, that's any man. So you gotta
No,
you
no, no,
gotta
no, no,
know
no,
who.
no, 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 no. If a man is messing with a bad woman and he don't know how to cut her off, the responsibility would fall on him.
Yeah, I agree with that, but
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. Dudes got to know how to, not have children with the wrong women. That's bad. You
Well,
see what I'm saying?
you could use protection.
Yeah, that's true, but most a lot of guys don't want to use protection.
Well, then they got to accept the consequences of the decisions that they made.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, he should have knew better.
If
Um,
I go to the strip club tonight and I spend more money than I have, and I also got bills, I got to pay my mortgage, I got my car bill, but I
hmm
spend because it's a woo. It's just say imaginarily whatever I think is the most is best is in the strip club. I
hmm
spend 3,500 to 40. I spent 4,000 because I want to win. Oh, man, she got to date me, man. I gotta have her. So I spent $4,000 and I get a number. I don't know if it's a legit number, but she's saying no man ever came here and spent no $4,000. Here go my number, man. We can. I go to lunch with you, and then I leave, and then the man called me and said your mortgage is the bank said your mortgage is due,
hmm
and I said damn, and then they called me they said your car note due, and I said damn, and then the insurance company said your insurance due, damn. Then that's so I don't turn around. What I'm gonna do? Blame her? That's my fault.
Well, I mean, it's not about blaming anyone. It's just about making the right decisions. Because even this woman, whoever she is saying she want 30K. That doesn't necessarily mean she's gonna get it. It's still up to the
Oh, she
judge
gonna
on.
get a nice piece though. Believe that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's based on what you make. So yeah, he's gonna pay.
I think I saw Paul Pierce's net worth months ago. I saw $40 million.
Yeah,
She might get the 30K.
that's not always that's not true, platinum. We don't know.
She
That's not
might
always
get
gold.
30K because I seen his net worth. Paul Pierce got a little bread on him, brother.
I got you, but the judge still have to determine that. A woman cannot walk into a courtroom or even write it on paper in the paperwork that you want this amount. You cannot do that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You can't tell
yeah,
the judge what you want. Nah,
so
they got to decide that.
should she ask for that? Do business?
She can ask for it. That's what I'm saying. She can ask for whatever she want. That don't mean you gonna get it.
Does she deserve it?
No, she doesn't
Why?
deserve 30K a
Why?
month.
Why? She said she went through the pregnancy by herself. He won't answer texts. She asked him and stuff she needed. He didn't help on that. And she had the baby by herself and it's his baby. You don't think she deserves something for doing that?
I didn't say she didn't deserve anything, but that's not up to me to determine that. But the 30,000, no, you don't deserve
Hmm.
no thirty
Well,
thousand.
he's worth millions though. Why
So
not give
what?
it a 30? Why not give it a 30,000? He got her pregnant. Why not give her the money, do business? I'm being very serious. If you worth 40 million and you get someone pregnant, man, you're gonna be out some money, man. You can play whatever you can say whatever you want to say. You are going to be out some money. Period. There, you can say you could think it ain't gonna be no three. There ain't no judge gonna say pay $300 a month. You worth 40 million. They ain't gonna do that, bro. Yeah, we can't do business. We can't hear you, brother. You was working fine for a minute. I don't know what happened. Creodian says the emotional distress is a lawsuit. Do you think she deserves this money, Creolian? Do you think she deserves this? Do you think she deserves this money?
Can you
30K.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah.
30K. She said that's excessive. No. Okay. Yeah. No, well, hold on. Let me back up, man. I'm sorry. I think she does deserve it. He's worth 40 million. That ain't no money for somebody worth 40 million, 30K a
Yes,
month.
yes, it is. Think about
No,
what you're
it's not
saying,
if you're
platinum.
worth 40 million.
Think about this. Listen. Just think about this. We're talking about 30K a month, and then that's stretched out to 18 years or 20 years.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you got to think about that. Just he got 40 million, and your point is what? Nah, dude, you listen. Maybe 5,000 or 4,000 a month that's enough. Okay, she don't need no 30,000 a month. Okay, no female need no 30K to take care of no kid. I don't care
It's
if the
her,
dude a
her,
billionaire.
her and the kid.
5,000 is good enough.
No, no, I think
Nah,
30.
man,
I
you
think he
don't
can
need no
afford 30.
$30,000, man. What are you talking about?
Well, he got her pregnant though, do business.
I don't care.
But you
What you
gotta
mean?
care. You gotta care.
Listen, man, I'm not saying that he shouldn't take care of the kid, but obviously he don't really, rock with her like that. So, I mean, it is what it is. She gonna be a single mother just like the rest of them that be trying to, use athletes or any,
Well, wait a minute. What about what he did though? He
I'm gonna say
slept
this
with her,
again.
do business. He slept with this woman.
Okay,
He
platinum.
40. He was 47. He's 47, fresh off a divorce. He took this woman right here to his bed, and he
Yeah,
made a baby. He's a
man.
multimillionaire. Why
And you
can't he give her the 30K a month?
only if the court says so. But what I'm trying to tell you is that I don't feel sorry for this female, man. A lot of dudes that got a whole lot of money use women all the time for whatever reason.
Oh, so you cool with that?
I'm not. I'm not saying that I'm cool with it. I'm just saying I understand
Okay,
what it
so hold
is.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. So if a man uses a woman can't turn around and use him?
Not like that. I mean, just because he want to have sex with you, I mean,
He
that don't mean
used
that.
her.
I understand he got her pregnant. I get that, but a lot of these females want to get pregnant. So all you wanted was a baby out of this dude anyway. So what you tripping for if he don't want to deal with you like that? He gave you what you wanted. You already knew he didn't care about you like that. You just another bust down. Dudes gonna do that, man. If you got stupid money, platinum, dudes gonna pass women around all the time. Even Derek Fisher that stole the woman from Matt Barnes. Now she left. She don't want to be with Derek Fisher no more. So these dudes in the industry,
The chat disagree with you, do
I
business.
don't care what the chat say. What I'm trying to tell you is that people, if people are gonna treat each other this way, then it is what it is. I just
How is
know what it is.
who's wrong, him or her?
I would say, honestly, in this situation, I would say he's wrong for getting her pregnant.
Okay, there we go. There you go. Now we talking.
I would say he's wrong for
So
getting her pregnant. You
now
you don't do that.
because it's his fault, now he got to accept the consequences then,
Of
right?
course, we all men are going to be held accountable. It doesn't matter who you are. Just don't get these type of chicks pregnant. You know they ain't about
But
nothing.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. She's a beautiful chick.
I don't
And
care if she look
wait
like
a
a
minute. No,
princess.
do business. He wants that fruit at the tip of the tree. That's a beauty. That's for him. That's a
Man,
beautiful
she's a
woman.
bust down.
Not oh no, no, do business. Do business. He could have got him a bust down. No, do business. This is a baddie.
And
So
your
you're
point is
trying
what?
my point is that comes with a cost.
No, it don't, man.
Oh, okay. It don't.
He
It's
didn't have to get her pregnant, dog. He didn't have to do that.
what he got her
That's the
pregnant.
mistake that y'all. I got you, so he got to pay it. That's
There
his
you
fault.
go. So we got to pay 30K a month.
But man, women like that come a dime a dozen. It's beautiful women. Why do these dudes get these women pregnant? Like I said, he's 47. So I mean that's bad.
No, he's 48, but I'm saying he got her pregnant when he was 47.
Eh, that's on him, man.
He got a divorce in 2013, so 3 years, and within that period of time, he got this woman pregnant. Also, he's on the lam. He's on the. He's got to take care of that wife and kids, so that's
Hmm.
eating into his money. So, and this is another expense right here.
Who is this dude? A gangbanger or something? Some cuz you tripping, man.
No, he said you tripping. Hold on. What's up with you, Joey?
What up, Pat?
What's up?
What's up with y'all? What's up, the business?
Yo, what's up, Joey?
Chilling, chilling, chilling. Yeah, I mean, she ain't getting no 30 racks. She might as well cancel that for Christmas. Like, that 30,000, all these chicks trying to think they cashing out now. Nah, she gonna be right back in. She gonna be right in
Wait
the
a minute,
car,
no, Joy,
snapping out just like
Joy, she can
She
cash
gonna
out
be
though.
snapping out just like what's
Wait
her
a
name?
minute,
Brittany Renner. She gonna be
wait a
right in the
minute,
car
no,
crying.
Yeah,
Joy.
that's another one. That's a good
All
Wait a
them
example.
minute,
chicks
no, but Joy,
up here
Joy,
thinking they
y'all
getting
can't be
paydays. They ain't
no,
getting no paydays no
Joy,
more.
y'all
Them
can't be
days is
getting these,
over with.
y'all can't be getting these women off y'all money, off y'all wallet, and then getting upset that they take y'all
Well,
to
that's
court.
their fault. Hey, Platt, guess what? That's their fault. It's a give and take. You know that,
It's
right?
whose
That's
fault?
part of
Hold up, it's whose fault?
that's some of these women's fault. Y'all up
No,
here
it's
popping
oh
out these
God,
puppies, and y'all thinking that y'all gonna get a payday for the rest of your life. No,
they
baby.
are.
Get up off that ass. Time to work. Everybody going to work
Why?
now.
Why?
Everybody.
You get it. You got to take care of that
Oh,
kid.
I didn't know that we ain't had. I didn't know women ain't had rights. Women got rights. Platt. They can work. Time to work,
I
baby.
can't, and
Get
I'm
off that
surprised.
that
I'm
unless you want to
surprised
get on
by you,
welfare.
Joey. I'm surprised. Do business. I'm not, but I'm surprised at you, brother.
Nah.
What you mean? What is
I'm
that
all
supposed to mean,
inclusive.
Platinum? What you mean you ain't surprised by me? What you...
I'm all inclusive,
Well,
Platt. I keep.
you consistently said you said you've made your opinions known about how you feel about that. But Joey, who's sort of sisterhood, I'm surprised by him.
Nah, Platt. I'm not. See, but that's the thing. Everybody can call me sister. I keep that same energy with everybody. You, Paul Pierce, you can't be crying goofy if you go in that courtroom and they grant her whatever money. And sweetheart, you can't be crying if you don't get what you want. I'm gonna keep that same energy with everybody. And y'all, Play, I heard you up here talking about who fault is it. It's both of them. They grown
No,
adults. They
no,
both
it's his
one
fault.
open up the legs and one pull down the
No, you got to
pants and
use
got it in.
protection. No, you got to use protection.
No. But Platt, so do she can
Not
like
really.
he didn't take.
Joey,
Whoa, Platt. What?
hold up, Joy. He's the one with the money. He's fresh off a divorce. He just
Okay.
got some type of DWI, so maybe he's drinking now. Maybe he's
All right.
frustrated
Man.
with the fact that he's out of a divorce.
All right, what
He
that got
needs,
to do with
hold up,
anything?
maybe he's met a bunch of beautiful women. This is one that he takes to his bed. You got to use protection, man. You got to tell her no. Say
That's
no.
right.
Yes, I don't want no more kids. You got to be upfront, and then you tell her upfront. Say, well, hey, then we can't sleep together. If she said that ain't my thing, I don't sleep with men unless with protection. Say, okay, then we can't sleep together. No,
That's
by
right.
him being an older man, he should be able to tell her no.
Okay, I'm not negating that, Platt. That's not my argument. That what you just said, I have no argument with that. But the milk is already spilled. The baby's already here. She up here asking for 30 racks.
What's wrong
Like,
with that?
what's wrong with it? Ain't nothing. You can ask for whatever. I want 1,000,000 racks right now, Platt. I want $1,000,000.
Right.
Like, it's nothing wrong asking for whatever. Don't mean you're gonna get it.
Yeah,
That's
what
what
I
I'm
was trying
like.
to tell him earlier, man. That's their game, man. A lot of
Brittany,
women do that, man.
Brittany Renner is up there. She thought she was gonna be set up. Nah, baby, you right back in where she at? Mississippi, crying on the river, and her kid like, baby,
But
no.
Brittany,
Yeah, you can get
I mean,
about a good 6 or 7,000, a month.
Anthony Edward, baby mom, a little baby mom. She up there
Anthony
was
Edwards,
trying to get. She was trying to
let's
get
be,
cashed out. Now she up
I
there
don't know
crying.
about cashed out. Anthony Edwards' baby mom can get it, and
She
Brittany
ain't get it.
Renner. Wait a minute, Brittany Renner can get it. But now you're talking about these guys that's money guys and stuff. I don't know. Maybe they still into those guys, but if they want to date regular men, they can get this. They can get handled all day.
Platinum, that's a good point.
They hoop dreams deflate. They don't. Them women that's up there thinking that they was getting all this type of money, them days is over. That's why they all trying to move their ass to California so they can be able to get that bread. And these judges like, no, y'all not about to keep trying to relocate.
Well, I
go
mean,
to
they got to be
California.
married though out there in California. They got to be married.
No, not really. If they move out there with them babies, they can get whatever they want. You ain't got to be married. That's why a lot of them is trying to relocate and move to California instead of wherever the state where it's already established with the custody order, the child support, and they got there like, no, we gonna redo this, and the judge is like, no, y'all not about to get this pay. Now with her, I don't know. They wasn't married, was they, Platt?
What? No.
This chick right here, that's for 30 racks. She just got a baby.
He fresh off a divorce. Now this is a woman he got. This is a woman that we know about.
Well, she a side chick. I mean,
she could have been with him for years. We don't
come on, Platt. This chick is a little ain't nobody taking her serious.
Yeah, Platinum
like,
trying to act like he don't know what time it is, man. You know these chicks ain't about nothing, man.
Like, come on, man. She a bop. Like, ain't nobody taking her serious.
She wanted to get pregnant, bro. She wanted that. That's
Ain't
their
nobody
game.
worry about no Bob asking for 30,000 platinum. What part of the game is that?
That's why
Like,
you laughing. That's why you hear me laughing in the background.
like nobody taking
Oh, me,
her
I don't
serious.
agree with any. Hold on, you think I agree with them?
Nah, a man still
Yeah, I
have to
heard,
be
no,
held
no,
accountable.
Garrett's chimed in. He thinks I'm laughing because I agree. I'm not. I'm laughing at what he said. I don't
No,
agree.
I know why
I
you're
don't think
laughing.
she's a
I know.
bop. I don't think she's a bop at all. I'm just listening. Just like he
No,
said
that's not
something.
why.
Hold up. Like he said something. Whether I agree or not, if it's funny, I laugh. I don't know where you're getting that. It means more than the fact that something was funny. He called her a name. I thought that was funny.
Well, you can ask me why I said such things, right?
What do you have to offer, brother?
I mean,
Somebody just said
the
in the
thing
chat.
about it, I have nothing to offer.
I
It's
don't
just
have any
that,
questions for you. Do you have something to offer us?
I mean, of course not. We figured that.
Oh, you
But
don't
I'm
have
saying
nothing
What?
to add?
You ain't got
you
nothing.
assumed
You
you
don't have
assumed that
you
when
don't
I
hold
said
up. You
that
don't have anything to add about this
add
topic?
of course I have something to add, but
Okay,
you
go
said
ahead. Go ahead.
offer.
Talk
Offer?
about the topic. Go ahead.
That is a topic. I'm saying, like, realistically, I think you kind of know how these women be acting, Black. That's
What?
why you didn't really say
Okay,
as
hold
much.
on, hold on. So a woman who's so I'm an NBA player. No, you and me. So both of us, we out of the NBA retired. You got 50, I got 40 million. I'm sleeping with women, randoms, they regular smegulars. They probably making 200,000. I'm sleeping with them and I'm getting them pregnant. And you say, well, I'm gonna use protection. Garrett, you say, well, yeah, man. I mean, they cool, but I'm using protection. And then I turn around and I say, yo, man, you know what? She just took me to court. And you say, what? Man, she asking for 30K. What I'm saying? You're gonna say, yo, man, that's why I use protection. Right?
Yeah.
Well, then why are people making excuses for Paul Pierce?
There is no excuse. The idea that you need 30K is the absurd part.
He's worth 40 million.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
That's what you're not understanding, Platinum.
Yeah.
You don't understand. Listen, man, he could be worth 100 million. You have to think about, like, even the courts do that. You see what I'm saying? They're not going to just take all of his money from him. You see what I'm saying? You got to think about that. Like I said, you can calculate the numbers over 20 years or 18 years.
You
Okay,
gotta add up
30,000. Okay, so what 30 times 12? I mean, we can calculate those numbers now. Just think about 1 year,
Somebody put it up.
30K.
They said it's like 6 million in 18 years is 6 million.
You see what I'm saying, man? Nah, man.
You can afford
for
that.
baby. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You can afford that.
like, all right, like, I got a
Yeah,
question,
all right,
Joe.
yeah.
If you're a
What up?
basketball player, like most dudes ain't gonna get snipped. We already know that because most dudes they ain't gonna mind having kids, but the idea that they gonna get snipped like at an early age is obviously like most dudes ain't gonna do it until like they probably in their late 30s or their 40s. They just ain't gonna do that, right? So what is a man's alternative? What is a man supposed to do if he a basketball player? He like to sleep around, but he don't want to be playing all these crazy
Just
like.
use protection, man. Just use protection.
Full stop, Garris. Full stop. You said, what is
Come
a
on, full
man to
stop.
do? No, I'm saying full stop it. You said, what is a man to do if he's sleeping around? You got to stop right there because he shouldn't be sleeping around.
Yeah, but the idea that most guys aren't going to do that if they have that much money is just insane.
Now, some
Well,
guys
then
do. That's not true.
They got to
That's
deal with
not
the
true.
court system. Then you got to deal with the court system.
What do you mean that's not
I
true?
mean, that
There's a lot of guys that are
vasectomy
responsible
gotta
with
get
money, man. What are you talking about?
popping.
What you mean, most guys?
Okay, first off, when did I say that a whole bunch of men that have money aren't responsible with money? That's not my point at all.
Look, somebody just said it. Vasectomy, cuz if you out here raw diggity dogging, you out
Yeah.
here.
That's not that. Even sometimes that doesn't work. They still can get women pregnant off that.
No,
That
no,
don't
no.
work all the
Them
time.
business. No,
Okay,
no,
guys,
no.
I'm saying, okay,
Vasectomy?
I'm speaking from a general sense.
Nigga, ain't nothing
Most
popping
guys-
out of that.
Yeah, okay, I'm speaking from a general sense. Most guys either A, don't have Paul Pierce's money, 2, don't get vasectomies until like in their late 30s or their 40s. 3, 9 times out of 10, when they have kids, they probably will have usually with one woman. And 4, usually don't have the options that Paul Pierce has. So I'm speaking on a general.
Well, hold on.
That's not really the point, though.
Yeah, well, hold up,
I mean,
because what you're leaving out of this, Garris, what you're leaving out is you said options like he has. Well, would he have that option if he didn't have $40 million in the bank? Do you think she would even entertain him?
I mean, for just having sex.
Period.
Yeah, that goes regardless of
No,
how much money you
no.
go.
And see, you can't have it both ways. You can't use money to get women, then complain when the women want your money.
Yeah, you
That
can't do that.
woman wouldn't waste her
No, I
time with
mean,
no goddamn brother.
yeah.
That woman wouldn't waste her time with no damn Paul Pierce, and he's just a regular guy.
Why
He's
would
the
they?
fireman. Who
You're
are
aware
you?
that
Who are
athletes
you?
get
I'm Paul Pierce, the fireman.
okay.
Woman gonna
So,
say, but you better get out my motherfucking face.
And
okay,
that's a
you're
good
aware
thing,
that
Platinum.
women date.
That's a
You're
good
aware.
thing. Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
You're
that's what
aware
I'm
that
saying.
women
You got
do.
no. He ain't got no game. Why else she gonna
Okay,
talk to him? He ain't got no game.
Platinum. You were an athlete before,
I'm
right?
so sick. But you know what, bro? I'm so sick of this shit, bro. He nigga ain't got no game. He ain't got no macking. He ain't got no flow.
Okay, Plat. You were an athlete
Okay,
before,
hold
right?
up. He coming up at these chicks with his bag in his hand, talking about he paid up. I'm an NBA player.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they gonna take your ass to the cleaners.
That's right.
Okay.
That's exactly what's gonna
Man,
happen.
real
You
niggas
were
step to the back. We step to the back. And so
Yeah.
you do your thing, bro. Ain't nobody in the way. And then
okay.
when she fleece your ass, she come back to us. Okay, now we can go do some shit. Okay, you ready to go to Miami? Yeah, on your dime, Paul.
That's right.
You
That's
paying
what you
for
get.
it.
That's what you get.
Now we talking.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that, man. There's plenty of women that you can sleep with that you don't have to get pregnant, man. And as a matter of fact, there's a lot of women you can sleep with that ain't even trying to get pregnant. So these dudes be knowing what these women be doing, but they think that they're above reproach. You see what I'm saying? And then whenever, like you said, Platinum, whenever something happens, then now you want to start thinking straight. It's a lot of dudes that just want to raw dog chicks all day, all night.
Mm-hmm.
Like you brought up Anthony Edwards earlier. That's another dummy. You see what I'm saying? Got like 3 or 4 baby mamas. When you get in that
Yep.
courtroom, they're gonna put you in check. That's when you start waking up.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the reality start kicking in.
I
Like,
think he
damn.
missed the point entirely. He did the whole money. He don't got no game thing. When that's not even what I was like trying to refer to, right? So
Well, he
I'll ask you.
don't
I'll
have
ask
no
you.
game. He don't
Yeah,
have no
I asked you
game.
to do business. You were an athlete before, right?
I'm an athlete now.
Okay. Did you play any athletic sports in high school?
I played athletic sports in college.
Okay, cool. Were most of those women sleeping with those guys because they had money?
Well, first of all, the sports team wasn't sleeping with most of the women. But the
Okay.
women who were sleeping with those guys, they were. It was in college. There was a few guys with money though, so I can't just say that because hold on. I ain't had no money, but there was guys in there with brand new Mercedes and shit. It was dudes in there with money.
Yeah, but you understand that there's the overwhelming majority of college players wasn't getting paid, right? That was only like a select few.
Back then, hold on. Well, for me, no, you're right. Now, yes, they all get paid.
Well, yeah, I mean they passed a rule now, but even till recently, most college players weren't getting paid. Only a select few, and that's
Okay,
usually
understood. Okay, they weren't getting money; they were sleeping with the guys. Okay.
I mean, you don't even have to do college. Look at high school. I mean, most women, if they're deciding to sleep with somebody, it's usually athletes, and they're not making that much money.
Okay.
So, regardless of the money, he's going to be a top commodity. Regardless, he's athletic, he's good at what he does, and he's tall. So,
You talking about
realistically,
hold on. You talking about 48-year-old man?
yes,
Paul Pierce is 47.
yeah, you understand
who's he a commodity to?
A commodity to most women. You understand that even when
you know what? See, that's what I'm saying, brother. That's exactly what I'm saying. Ain't no 47-year-old man, no commodity or in demand with no young women. If that woman under 30 ain't not in demand with no young women, they don't even mess. That could be her goddamn daddy. They don't even mess with dudes that old. Hold up, he gotta lay out. Hold up, he gotta lay out some bread. He gotta lay out some money. Now, you gotta lay out money to get her. Okay, now you get her, then you whining because you done got her pregnant. That's on you. That's period. That's you. That ain't her. That's
Joe,
you.
I got a weird question, but it's appropriate if you don't mind answering.
You said to me.
Yeah, Joey.
What's up?
Okay. Do you talk to a lot of women that are like in their early to mid 20s?
I talked to my woman.
yeah. That's why it's a weird question. I'm saying, like, do you talk to like people that are like?
Oh yeah, but I still talk to like older women. Yeah.
Okay. What are the ages of the men that they usually date?
The older women?
No. The women that are around like their early 20s and the mid 20s, stuff like that.
They usually talk to the guys around their age, probably a couple years older than them.
Well, I'll tell you like what I've seen. Most of the women I know that are around like the mid 20s to early 20s, they got their age almost at all. They almost exclusively date guys in their mid late 30s, mid 40s, all of that. So the idea that a
Yeah,
guy who's
I
48,
don't know. You've been watching them. You've been playing them video games, bro.
no, I am so serious. No, like, they talk
No,
to,
them women don't mess with them. No, they don't. I mean,
yeah, okay, okay, you're
yeah,
talking,
yeah, yeah,
but they do
yeah.
it all the
Yes,
time. They
yes,
talk to
yes.
older men
I,
all the time.
well, they
Realistically,
will.
even if
Hold up,
all
they
females,
will talk to an older man, but I see their boy. Yes, I see that. I see their boyfriends. Their boyfriends are sometimes younger than them. You know how many women done showed me they boyfriend on Instagram? He got a big wad of money, uh, uh, and he's standing there in front of a car with a grill in his mouth. And I'd be like, yo, that's your man? She be
yeah,
like,
that
yeah.
happens a lot.
Hold up, wait a minute. Yeah, that's my boyfriend. Yeah. And I stopped because I'm gonna go off. But I said, well, she don't want me. If I talk about it, she gonna get mad at me talking about her. And I said, okay. Now I ain't a man. No, I'm not her man. I'm smashing. But what I'm saying is I see who they date. You saying that they date older men. No, they don't.
Yeah, they do all the time, but they talk to a lot of men. They
Right,
don't even have half them, even remotely close to the money Paul Pierce has, and not even as tall.
What
Well,
is
Like
I
they
height?
do
agree.
it
Oh,
I
What
you
is
all
the
agree
talking
with
the
about
height
all
the
time,
thing?
you
that.
talking
dude.
about
The
the
height
oldest,
doesn't. The
the
height
oldest
thing
type
doesn't
guy?
matter. That means nothing.
The guys that they have enough money to where they have their own
Oh yeah, they be
place in a
tricking. Yeah, the
drive.
old niggas.
No. Hear what
I'm
I'm
in the
saying.
bond. They them type of old
No,
niggas.
Joey. Hear what I'm saying. I'm not saying tricky. I'm saying they have enough money to have their own place in their own car, and they can like provide for
They
their
giving them
family.
some money though. They give them money.
But no, not enough to trick. Like there's a lot of guys like that. The women.
All right, okay, bro. Okay. Because we
Yeah,
got
okay.
to, when you start talking like you talking insane, bro.
That's you, Platt.
No, you talk. Bro,
That's you.
ain't no 48-year-old man in no city just smashing 25-year-old chicks
Yeah, it happens
off the
very
off
frequently.
the muscle,
I don't
off
think you
the
know too
muscle,
many 40-year-old man.
off the muscle. That shit ain't happening. That's nonsense, bro. You crazy?
Okay, so if
Off
we're
the
going off
muscle.
of like
You got, hold up. You got a 45-year-old man, 46-year-old man smashing chicks off the muscle. He worked at UPS. He got twos and fews in his pocket. And he 40,
right.
hold up, and he 47 and she 25. Man, you must be out your motherfucking marbles to even say some shit like that.
No, that's just you, Platt. You're just not noticing it. It's fine if you just don't go outside with men that's like around like 40 plus,
They're
something like that. That's cool.
not that old. Not that old.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I get it. That's probably not the forte of men that you hang around.
And if
But
he
that does
that
happen.
old, she gonna be getting some money from him. I promise you that.
I mean, what type of money are we talking? Like maybe she get like her hair done,
Yep,
maybe
yep.
one.
She gonna get hair, nails. She gonna get outfit, maybe a little. I'm not
Outfit.
saying
Yeah.
Gucci or Louis store, but she might be able to go to the mall, City Trends and some shit like that. Some little urban thing that fits you up. She might be able to. She might be able to get about 300 just off of that. She get her hair done, her nails done. She got clothes from him about 350 a month. She gonna get concerts. She gonna get her girlfriend in concerts. She gonna get them all the time, and she gonna have access to his place. So if she say, "Hey,
You just went
no," she say, "Hey, my girlfriend got a birthday party, but in my room with my mom, I don't have the room. Can I come to your place?" He gonna be like, "Okay." You gonna see that nigga sliding shit out that back room, sliding it out so they can clean that room out so they can have a birthday party back there. Yeah, then she'll be with him behind that. She'll say, okay, he cool. No. He ain't gonna get no exclusivity. Oh, he ain't gonna get that. Now she'll be with him and she'll sleep with him. But he ain't no exclusive. And you know what? And see, I'm gonna tell you something. I can only speak on the women I know. Man, the women I know will tell you to your motherfucking face, you ain't my motherfucking boyfriend. We can have fun together, but you ain't my boyfriend. They'll show you their boyfriend.
Yeah, I think
They'll
you
clear that up. They'll be like, the whole concept of you being 47 and them being 25, that fucks with them. It ain't just their family. They'll be like, he ain't my motherfucking boyfriend. That's my trick.
There
That's
you
my
go.
trick because
Yeah.
that clears the air of that stigma that goes with that huge age gap.
Yep.
She was like, that
Yeah, and
motherfucker ain't my
I'm
boyfriend.
glad
What you
that
mean? That's my trick.
That's
That's
what it
my
is.
trick. He pay me. He
And that's
pay
I'm
me.
glad,
sad, bro.
I'm glad
That's
that you
sad, man.
I'm glad that you differentiated the two because this whole conversation turned into something I never said. I said talking to older men, not dating. Talking to. I'm assuming you're talking about dating as in a relationship. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about
Who wants to talk to an older man? What
a
25
lot
year
of
old?
women. Like I'd
Where?
argue that the overwhelming majority
Where?
of women around like 20
Where?
don't even date guys their age.
Man, get out of here. There ain't no 25-year-old girl looking to talk to no
Dude,
I
47-year-old.
mean,
I'm old school.
he talking about just dealing, kicking it. Yeah,
Yeah, like just
that's true.
talking to them, like having
You
sex with
talking
them. I'm
about
not
some
saying
sugar
I'm not
baby
saying
shit. Nah, that's sugar baby.
like
Y'all talking about two
he
different
literally
things,
made
Platinum.
the distinction, and now he's saying no, it's still not happening. Like you just said, the distinction was like way different. So now you're saying it's not happening. Like what is it, Platt?
Y'all talking about two different
Do you
things.
have a comment to make, brother?
You made
You
the
know what? Hold
distinction,
on. We
and
got a
now
new
you're saying
rule.
that
We got a new rule. Don't ask me anything, brother, because I'm trying to
don't
tolerate
ask
you.
him anything. So I can't ask him for
Yeah,
clarification. That's
no,
crazy.
because you're stupid, brother. You messed my whole conversation because you're stupid. You say a
Oh man,
25-year-old woman want to date a 47-year-old man, not about sex,
date?
just about conversation. She want to sit back. Hold up. The Sexy Reds, the Ice Spice Girls, right? You got Cardi B, #1 hit, the one whatever that song is, aha. They want to date a 47-year-old man and just talk to him. Hey, how you doing today? Oh, I did this today. What you doing? Oh, I dropped the transmission at the job and I lost some screws, but I'm working on it. I'm gonna find them. How you doing? Well, I want my hair and nails done. Oh, I got that. Can I go to that Cardi B concert? She'll be here next week. Okay. Can I take my cousins? Okay, yeah, of course. You gonna take us there and bring us back? You ain't gotta come with us. Okay, okay. You say they want to just talk to him. What kind of man would even have a conversation like that?
Yo, do business.
Yo,
Since I can't ask him no questions, so I guess I gotta ask you.
Please
Have you
don't.
noticed that? Have you noticed there's a lot of women that will talk to older men, not just strictly just talking, like actually talking and having sex with older men?
yeah, it's plenty of women that do that. Yeah,
Is it is the
but
parameters for them dating older men only a few years older? I mean, or at least from like at least in general, from you
I
notice?
mean, shoot, I didn't seen chicks. Man, I seen a chick one time so bad she looked like she was in her 20s. Dude, she was with this white dude. She was a kind of light skinned black chick. And dude had to be like 60 some years old. Like
Okay.
so, that was
Now,
at the grocery store. So
She
you
want
already
she
know he
want
was.
to talk. She want to talk SEC football with him. New
Nah,
business.
yeah,
he was buying her groceries. That's all he was
No,
doing.
no, no, no. It wasn't. She wanted to talk SEC football. She wanted to talk about the coaching program at Old Mississippi.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all talking about two different things. You talking about normal conversation, platinum. Yeah, that's true. A lot of young women ain't just trying to talk to older people. It's got to be a reason for them dealing with an older man. Yeah, it's got to be
She
something.
want to talk about the transition of Lane Kiffin to LSU.
Nah,
She,
that ain't
she
happening.
25,
man always got to
beautiful.
go.
Yeah, hold up,
He
dude.
always
She
got to go the extra
25.
mile.
She 25 and beautiful, and she wants to say, "Hey, I don't think Lane should have left."
Yeah, probably. They got something to connect on it, don't they?
Nah, that ain't
Yeah,
happening,
that's what
man.
he laughing. He know what it is. My thing is like legit. Like I'm not even doing the whole like older men are always strict thing. Right now, the idea that an older man is with a younger woman and he's not paying for anything, now that's a little bit far fetched. I can't even like try to spin that belief. Right? Odds are,
I
realistically,
can do that.
most men in their 40s, like 40 plus, they're not like how do
I
I
can
put
do
this?
that. No, I
Most
can do that.
I'll put it like this: most men in their 40s are not like generally attracted to women, right? Let's just put it that way. Most guys are a little bit out of
What?
shape. Most guys don't make that much money, right? But
Whoa,
I, but
Now
whoa,
I'd
see, wait a minute.
argue,
What you what?
whoa,
yeah.
brother. This
So
brother,
That's
yeah,
not true
so,
because I'm 42 and I'm
brother, are
still in
you
shape, bro. I
crazy,
don't know
bro?
what you
dude,
talking about.
Bro,
I'm
you
still in
are you
shape.
are you listening, or are you just like
you don't
waiting
even
for
have to
you to
hold up,
talk?
but
Did
you
you
don't have
hear
to
what I
be in
just
shape.
said?
Do business, you don't have to be in shape. You in your
Did you,
40s, he's saying that you no longer attracted to women.
Yeah, that's
yeah, yeah,
crazy,
like
bro.
now, do business. I cannot believe you just fell.
This guy.
Because he all over the place. You gotta.
Go play your video games, bro. I don't even know why this guy's up there. We like, hold up, and we like women, Garris. We're not incels.
He all over the place,
like
man.
women. This guy right here, he said most men in their 40s don't even talk about women. Are you nuts?
Yeah, I cannot believe you fell for that. I think you like. There's no
right
way.
God damn, you said it.
Well, let him explain, play. Let him explain himself.
Of course, you're not gonna let me explain. That's why you keep putting me backstage.
You said
anyway. I specifically said most guys when they get past like the 40+ range are not all that attractive. Most guys are not in shape. I didn't say do business wasn't in shape.
I'm listening. Okay,
and
they're not in shape.
About most
hold up. They're not in shape, and that
means
means what? Hold up. That means what? They're not in shape.
Usually, most women are not seeing them as attractive. Most guys
are
saying
the women. What about the men? You think the men not attracted to women?
Most of them, no. Most men in their 40s, no.
Oh shit! You just said. Hold up. Say it again.
Hold on. What? Say that again, guys.
Most men, like if we're just talking about in general, are not attracted to women in the 40+ range. Let's just say in general, because most men are
not attracted to women that's 40 something plus. You saying?
No. Okay. Let me repeat it. Let me slow it down, right? Because I know Platt is just going to take it and run with it. Most men in the 40+ range are not generally attractive to women, just for the simple fact that most men are not in shape, don't make as much money, and don't keep them.
What about the man? Hold up, forget them. Hold up. What about the man? Is he attracted to women?
Is he attracted to women?
Does the man desire females? He's 45. Does he still desire a relationship with a woman?
Yes. I'm not sure why that question was being asked, but
no, but Garrett, you saying once a man hit a certain over the age of 40 something, he's not relatively attracted to women?
Okay.
Because that's what it sounds like.
No,
that's
he cleaned it up. No, he
cleaned it up. No.
He said that. Hold on. It sounded like you were saying that man isn't attracted, but you're saying the women are not attracted to him. Which I don't know why you're making that point, because I sort of made that point because you said that.
Okay, so let me, Joey.
No, don't worry about it. Don't even clear it up. Don't worry about it. We got you. Go ahead, Joey.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he just want to like take something.
No, you're right. What you want me to say? You're right. Go ahead, Joey.
No, I'm just saying most of the times a man of a certain age, I don't care how old he is, he's still gonna be out there trying to get at any type of woman. If she attractive, it don't matter what age. When I'm outside,
it's in your blood. It's in your spirit.
If he's a straight heterosexual active man out here, like he gonna be at him. Like it don't matter what age.
Why do we keep doing this every time?
I'm not saying you. Let
me say something else. Let me tell you something. A man's desires. A woman who comes in company with a man, like she's around a man. We're talking about a man who hasn't been around women, say for 4 months. And there's a nurse. He gets a nurse, and she's not attractive, but she's a woman, and she's taking care of him, and she's bathing him, and she's putting him to sleep. She's feeding him. That man's instinct, I don't know why he wants to say his natural instinct as a living creature, he's going to be attracted to her. He can't stop that. Now he don't have to act on it, but she's going to tell people how he had an erection when I put him to get his bath. He's going to be attracted to her. He can't help that. He's a man. Give a fuck how old he is.
Yeah, that shit don't mean nothing.
It's amazing that your listening skills are this poor. I never said that men over 40+ weren't attracted to women. Where are you getting this?
Listen, Gary.
That's what it sounds like.
We heard.
If you keep let Platt interrupt and to be like, this man just said, I said none of those things.
Hey, Platt, let's give him 5 minutes to really explain.
We already said, Joey. Now all he said,
a man, and he's a man. But see, them video games got him. One day he'll walk away from that. A man has a natural instinctive attraction to females, and if that man is denied, he's no longer living like going to the mall, going to school, going to work, going to the store. Healthy, normal interaction. Life goes on. But if he's
That's-
It's
denied,
amazing how
wait
you
a
can
minute.
repeat
that's
yourself.
not what he's saying,
Wait
Platinum.
a minute.
Yeah,
If
but it's amazing he repeats
if this
himself. But that's
man,
not
hold
even what
up,
I'm
if this
saying.
man doesn't experience that and he's put in a situation, say he's in a wheelchair and he gets a nurse because he got good insurance and it's 90% him and the nurse, and he could be 80 if his body, if his heart is healthy enough. Now, you don't have to be healthy,
Mhm.
healthy enough where he wakes up, he can eat. If he can eat, he's going to be attracted to women. His body's made like that. It's just the way it's crafted. There'll never be a point where he has no interest in women. That just don't happen. You
That's
talking
true.
about 90? You're talking about you're talking about death. And I
But
hate
he
to
didn't
say
say
that. You're
that,
talking
Plat.
about a man's death.
Hey, Play, I think somebody in the chat just explained what Garris was saying. He's trying to say themselves over 40 don't feel attractive. That's what you're saying, Garris? Like
Nah,
the
that's
guys
not what
that's
he's
over
saying
40?
either. What he's saying is that, I mean, yeah, that makes sense because I saw that statement too, Jared. Now, Garris is saying that a lot of women are not attracted to dudes that's 40 plus because they're just not attracted to them, or they may not be, those guys may not be attractive to those
Yeah,
women.
but do business. He said, hold on, do business. He said most of the women that he knows around 25 are dating older guys.
I
Well, I
said
mean,
talking to. I like how you keep misconstruing that. I said talking to. So
You know
in
what,
case,
bro? We
in
don't
case,
have no. Because look, you
okay, so
cool.
yeah. So as soon as I start clarifying, it's too much.
Yes, you cool, but you just, I don't know what's going on with you today. You're not making any sense.
Yeah, I guess not.
nah, we just
That nigga, hold
misunderstand.
on. No, he said talking to. Man, them, bro, do you talk to 25-year-old women?
Yeah.
They ain't talking to just talking to them.
Yeah, I mean,
No, they
are we
not.
saying
No, they
talk?
not.
Are we
No, they
saying
not.
talking is
No, they
strictly in
not.
forms of just talking? Because that's not what I'm talking about. I'm
Because
saying talking. I'm saying talking, and they
I
might
can't
sleep
deal
with.
with this.
I'm not
This
just
guy,
talking about
bro.
strictly just having
They are
conversation.
not talking to no 40-plus-year-old man just not
Nah,
about
Platinum, he
nothing.
talking about kicking it, Platinum.
No, he ain't. No, he didn't. He said
Yeah,
just
that's
having a
exactly what I'm talking
conversation.
about.
well,
Thank
that's
you.
what that
Thank you,
means,
Jason.
Platinum. He's saying talking to it. That's the same
I'm
thing
not
as kicking
saying
it.
He
being in
said,
a
hold on,
relationship with a
no, because he
40-year-old
cleared it
man.
up.
I
He said he
clearly
ain't talking
clarified
about
that.
dating. He said he ain't talking about dating. You know what, bro? Listen, bro. Bro, you don't listen to what you say. That's your problem.
I guess not.
This dude said talking to. He said, I ain't talking about dating. Platinum said
Oh
dating. I'm
man.
talking about talking to. Man, them women ain't talking. I'm telling you right now, they not gonna talk to no dude in his 40s and they 25 unless, wait a minute, there's something in it for them. Now, when you say friendship or buy my hair, pay for my nails, pay my car note, yeah, they'll give him some companionship, but it's something in it. You saying they just talking. No, they don't do that.
Just let it go, man.
Yeah, because
Because
I'm not even gonna be able to clarify. He's gonna keep interrupting me and put me backstage. So it's not
we thought that's what you said, but it's all good, man. No, you straight,
like
bro.
I get it. I get why you guys got confused, but it ain't gonna be no point for me to ever clarify because he's gonna keep doing the same thing.
Yeah, just forget about it. Yeah, let's get back on topic.
At the end of the day, Paul Pierce, he played himself. I'm sympathetic to the situation of women taking advantage of men. But in this situation, I'm sorry. I got to defer to her because if you're going to be that reckless out here, what do you expect the women to do? If you're going to be out here with, raw dogging and sleeping with these women, they're going to bring your ass in the court.
But Play, I don't hear Paul Pierce crying about. Most of these chicks that I'm hearing asking for this money, I don't hear none of these dudes really crying over this. None of these niggas acting like Tyrese. Like, what more you want from me? Like, I don't hear these niggas complaining. They like, man, listen, she can ask for that. We'll see you in court. Keep it
I
P.
think that's a destructive mindset too, Joey.
Why?
Because it's like dudes really got it in their head. Especially like you should. I mean, like every NBA player has like a podcast now, so you can like
Yeah.
you can actually hear how they talk. A lot of the times they be like, "Oh, that's just part of the game, man. I knocked this chick up, so I just got to pay." Like, but like, why do you just like submit yourself to like this like
Because they in
utter
that
robbery?
they in that atmosphere. They know the
Man,
type. This been going on for years, even
Yeah,
before these
let them
podcasts.
know,
Is
man.
like
Let them know, Joey.
these women been out here like this. Like this ain't new. I guess it's new now because of the social media and the way these women talking. But there been women like that. I hate to say it. I got an aunt. She was like that. She was dating football players and all that. Was out here. Was trying to school my nieces and all. Man, we had to get
Mm-hmm.
her away. Like, nah, man, we
Yep.
ain't doing that. We trying to have families and do this shit the right way. Like,
Yep.
she a little bop, but I love her. But it comes a time where you got to put your jersey in the Raptors. You know what I'm saying? I think that this young lady, Brittany Renner, and even
Mm-hmm.
the other Anthony Howard, Aisha, that bitch, she nice. I kind of like her. I wouldn't be up there
No. She
going
right. You're
through it
right.
with
She got
her.
a
She
lot. She got a
definitely
lot
right,
of.
Platt. You see
Man,
it?
she got a nice
She
body.
caked up, boy.
Fun
And I
times.
like the
Yeah,
way
yeah,
she talked too. I like the way
yeah.
she talked.
I ain't
Like
never heard her talk, but yeah, she got a fun frame on her.
she's definitely got a fun frame on. That's a nice thing. Fun frame. Yeah, Platt. Like that's something you definitely want to pounce on, but that come with the game, Garrett. You know what I'm saying? I know you like why these dudes want to do this, man. Until you in that arena and you around them type of women, and I had homies where I was around, and they just had women flocking to them, just coming to them, just smiling. Most
That's
men
not
ain't never
really.
experienced that. Most men ain't never experienced a bad bitch just
I
walking
That
up
get
to
ain't
you.
really
exactly
got
what
nothing to
you're
do with game, though, Joey.
saying. No,
That
No,
I
no, no.
get
I ain't
exactly.
saying it got nothing to do with game, but I'm just saying that's just in the atmosphere where they just like, man, I'll just cut the check if I get this shit. And not saying it's
that's
right because I'm
insane.
not saying it's right. Oh no, I'm not. That ain't part of my game. That ain't part of the game that I
Let,
even tell. But that's
let me
what they
speak on
do. But go
let me
ahead,
speak
Garrett.
on
It's my fault.
generalities a little bit, Joey. All right. So I'm trying to say this without sounding sus, because you already know how people be sounding.
Uh
Most
oh.
guys, most guys like usually want like one or two women. They don't. Okay, let me rephrase that. Most guys, let's just say, if you give them the opportunity, they'll probably be like, I want like casual ONS relationships where like it's probably like between like 7 to 15, and they'll be fine, right? And then you have guys that be like, well, I have to have a new chick every day or something like that. Um, I don't think most guys are in that upper tier category to they're like, I just can't have one woman. I have to, spread my seed like this many ways, like to a Sunday, right? So
I mean,
realistically,
you
I
don't
get.
know what somebody else is thinking, Garrett. I mean, the
But
point
but but
is,
some but a lot of them dudes is
I'm speaking
married
of
too though,
generalities
Garrett. You know that a lot of these dudes that's in the league and all that, despite if they cheating or whatever, a lot of them is married and they got families and stuff. And that's what a lot of these guys that's they trying to push is like they want families. They don't really want this whole going back and forth. These chicks want child support and all that, like Zion Williams and all that with his baby. Like they don't want none of
here.
that stupid ass shit. They want
and that's true, Joey. But hold on, Garrett. But even with that, y'all, even with that, the thing is, it's like you could be doing all of that good man stuff and all that, and she'll still leave you. So the thing is when you make a certain amount of money, bro. I don't care what it is. I don't care who you are. The millions change everything, but that should make you even smarter with your money. You have to understand that once they start deducting, you know what I'm saying, payments, out of your account, that's not cool, man. Especially
but do
if you're
business.
not with this woman and you got to pay for, this woman, whether it's divorce or you got a kid with her, it's like you dudes be creating broken families all the time, man, and you're gonna suffer for that, man. So the thing, like, you, I understand that dudes don't want to be by themselves, but if I'm a millionaire, I ain't got no problem with living by myself. I ain't got no problem because I'm not gonna let some female come in here and take some of my stash, man. Because soon
You
as you let them
but do
in, your
business.
life is gonna change. I don't
But
really need you like that.
that that sounds good right now, and I ain't even about to talk about none of our pockets up here. That's cool. We all chilling up here. But when you dealing with millions, nigga,
I know,
millions,
I
your
know.
mindset is going to change. Where you possibly is going to run into a bunch of badass bitches, and your decision making going to get cloudy. I've
Mm-mm.
seen it.
I'm
I'm just
gonna be
trying to
honest
get.
with you.
Hold on, I'm
As
just trying
much
to
as
make
you might
one
say,
million.
I'm gonna be in the crib and I'm gonna be chilling and I'm gonna deal with women on my
Yes,
terms.
that's
And
my mentality, dog.
eventually though, you're possibly gonna be like, man, I'm trying to chill. I'm
Nah,
on one
dog.
shorty. I'm gonna relax. I don't want to keep. You know what I mean? It's only so many times that you gonna run around and you gonna be want to deal with multiple women. And not saying you still can't when you're a millionaire. Yeah, you can have it your way. But most of them dudes, man, especially them be on the road and they try to get this paper and all that, they be want to go home
Should,
and get loved
You
on,
have no
bro.
yeah.
discipline. You still have to
Do,
have discipline. I mean,
You
I
do.
agree with you.
do you
You
think?
do.
Do
Yeah.
you think? Do you think squares should just be squares?
Yes,
No.
absolutely.
No.
Yes.
No. So why would you say that? No.
I don't know about that
No.
one, Platt.
You just said have some form of discipline. So why would squares being squares like promote that at all?
No, I'm just
What?
saying. Why can't a square just be a
You
square?
said athletes should have some form of discipline. So why would squares being squares promote that
Okay,
promote that
hold
idea?
on. If you're real good at basketball, you're very good, better than most, and you make the NBA, but you're a square because the people, your fam, the mom, nobody ever put you on no type of game with women. Um, should you just stay in the square life, or should you say, "Hey, I'm gonna go tear down some strip clubs. I'm gonna try to run the block
Mm-mm.
like my cousin used to do. Um, I want to have a whole. I want to have an all white, none but baddies. But that ain't really you. So what I'm saying, wouldn't you be better off just being a square?
Yeah,
Every
absolutely.
everything ain't for everybody. You gotta know your lane. I had to tell one of my homies that, like, what he over here doing, though you might hurt yourself going over there trying to do the same thing he doing. He could he could get 3, 4 women to have him in a rotation or what to do with them. You can't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have the time and the probably, I ain't even gonna say the resources, because most of the time these chicks do want to go out and get something to eat. You know what I'm saying? You on the
Oh
bus. You
man.
got that bus. You a bus. What you used to call them,
Do
bus
you
stop
do
daddy?
you sense to a certain degree Paul Pierce overplayed his hand?
He knew what time it is, Platt. That
No, no,
man
no.
know
He
what
knew
time
what
it
he
is.
No,
was dealing
no.
with, but
I don't think he overplayed his
I
hand.
think she knew more. I think she knew more about it than he did.
Nah. Listen, I'm telling you, some of these dudes, like you said, 40 million, 80 million, 100, whatever. They just don't care about that. That's how stupid these women are. They don't care about you at all. They're gonna bust you down, they're gonna knock you up, and they're gonna send you packing. Okay, you want 10 grand a week or whatever. Okay, whatever. That's what these females don't understand. Yeah, you think that you winning, but you still gotta take care of this kid. And this dude don't even like you. He can't stand you. All he wanted to do is, whatever he wanted to do to you. You are dumb. So yeah, she's
Well,
still gonna get paid,
wait a
but
minute. Who's
who's gonna
dumb?
suffer?
Who's
Well,
dumb? The guy or her?
Well, both of them are dumb, but what I'm trying to tell you is that if we're talking about for the women's perspective, right, on the women's side,
Yeah,
right,
but do
you think
business.
that you're doing something, but you ain't really doing nothing.
Yeah, but do business. Should game do business? It's the birds and the bees. It's the birds and the bees. Should game cost a man money?
No,
Well, but they spend all his money. They spend on his women.
they just make bad decisions, man. That's all that is. They
So
just
they
don't
gotta pay. So
care.
they gotta
That's
pay
all it
for it.
is, man.
So they gotta pay.
Yeah, they got to pay, but if they didn't have the money, then they wouldn't be thinking like that. You see
Oh
what I'm
no no
saying?
no 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 no! If they didn't have the money, they wouldn't have the women.
That too.
Well, if you're a square, then do business. If you're a square, why can't you just be a square? Because
Yeah,
if you're a
man.
square, women don't fuck with you like that. You know they don't.
Well, that's not true. You just don't want to. You
No,
just
they
can't deal.
don't. Oh, God.
You just not gonna be dealing with the thoughts. See, platinum. Listen, I done dealt with plenty of thoughts, man. You do not get them pregnant, man.
You're a square. Do business. Well, I
Nah,
know
ain't
you
no ain't
might
no
be.
square. But
I said if you're a square, you're not going to be dealing with these women. You're not going to be dealing with these top NBA money bag chasing females. You're not going to be dealing with. You're a
I
square. You're gonna
understand
deal
all
with
that. But I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. It ain't got. I understand the square talk, but I'm just telling you, if you have no experience of dealing with women that ain't about nothing, thoughts, schemers, scam. If you don't know what you're doing with these chicks, yeah, you're gonna get caught up. That's all I'm
Ooh.
saying. You're gonna get caught up. All you got to do is
Oh,
bust them
so hold
down
on, hold on.
and ghost them.
So you blame Paul Pierce for all of this, then, right?
Absolutely. But
Oh,
but
okay.
at
There
the
we go.
same time, I
There we go.
understand Paul Pierce mentality based on his little show he be talking on. He ain't really rocking with these chicks like that. He ain't looking for nothing.
You believe that?
Nah,
No,
he
no.
ain't
You
looking for
believe
nothing.
that? Hold on. You think he built like that?
Built like what?
He ain't really. He pumping and dumping.
I don't know. Look, like I said, I don't know everything. I don't know what this man is thinking. I'm telling you based on his
I
behavior
know
and what
what
he
he
be talking
thinking. He
about.
ain't no. I know what he think. He a square. He ain't no real motherfucker. He shouldn't be touching a woman like that. I would have told him that up
I would
front.
call him a goofy. I would call him a
Okay,
goofy.
call him a goofy. I say, yo, bro, you shouldn't even be trying to date a woman like that. Why? That's a little bit out your league, bro, because you're not built like that.
Yeah, he's a clown. You see what I'm saying? Because he already, was married before. So like I said, he just some people get to a point where they just don't care anymore, and they just don't care. They be like, all right, well, I'll just deal with it. And that's what I'm saying. I mean, it is what it is, man.
They call
You know
him
what
a
I mean?
simp in the chat.
Yeah, he could be whatever, man. Is Joey still on? I ain't trying to take over the show.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
here.
he up
Yeah,
there.
I'm here. No, I ain't got no problem with Paul. I heard one of them this podcast he had with the shorty on there. It sounds like he knows what type time is on out here with these women. That's
Hmm.
why I'm like, I don't really I can't see him crying on a podcast. I don't got him crashing out like some fresher fit dudes and complaining about this chick trying to get him set up and all that. Like, you know what time it is. This man had years in the league, years just being probably out here doing him, even when he was married. He know what time it is, Platt. I think Paul
Well,
Pierce know
then we
what
need
it
to
is.
go ahead and pay the 30K then. Shut
Man,
up.
no. It don't work like that though, Platt. You just don't pay the money and then just say that's it. No, you have to earn this money. So you have to go get your lawyer, go down to family court, and we gonna calculate this money and really see what you gonna get. And 30,000, nah, they not cutting up no 30,000. Like them hoop dreams, these chicks with these hoop dreams is they like just regular chicks that's
Still
dealing with a
slept with
nigga
her.
that probably work at, for UPS, like you said.
Yeah, but he still slept
You
with her
ready to
though,
fight
too.
for $200-300 a month?
But
Like,
Joey, he still
shorty,
slept
sit
with her.
down. Like, get a job.
Man, honest to God, he should like I said, like I wish there was a better way you can kind of have your cake and eat it too, but it just don't seem like a lot of like ways you can
If,
do it.
if
Like
if
have
you
it.
sleeping with a woman and she put you on papers, I know guys don't want to hear this. I know they want to hear because it's an ego thing. But bro, you do got to look at yourself twice in the mirror because she put you on papers. And what I mean by that, why did you fuck with her? You got to look at yourself twice and say, man, I think I fucked up.
You get a
Because
pass in your 20s though, Platinum. You get a
no,
pass.
she put you on paper.
What they probably should do is just find a girl who's not all that attractive, have like 2 kids with her, and just
You wait a minute. Wait a minute. I hear what
yeah,
you're saying, but an unattractive woman
Unattractive.
will put your ass
like
on
hear me out,
papers
Joe. Hear me out,
too.
Joe. Like you pick a girl who's like not all that attractive, but you know she
And
has a really good
still
heart.
put you on papers too, though. You said
No,
like
I
that's
know, I know.
that
Like
ain't the way it works.
obviously, okay, evaluate a girl from afar, and obviously date her for like, maybe like a year or two, and like or maybe let you like talk to her, and like obviously pick a chick who's like has a really 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 good heart, but maybe she's not all that attractive. Have 2 kids with her, then get snipped, and then you can just do all the hunching you
Oh
want.
man, you ain't gotta do no snipping stuff, man.
I mean,
God, man, what is
what's wrong with?
Yeah.
you,
Oh,
you,
my
you
fault.
you don't need nobody, chopping up on your body like that, man.
Well,
That's just
If you ain't got the discipline, you might have to go down that route. Do business. Most of these
Yeah.
dudes ain't got no discipline, bro.
Yeah. If you fertile and stuff, you don't want to have another kid, and she real fine, you very attracted to her, you might want to go ahead. You don't have to tell her. You might
was
want to go
saying,
ahead
yeah,
and
a
let
lot of these
get.
guys are.
Yeah.
Hello,
that's
am I lagging?
crazy, bro.
Am I lagging?
We hear you. Um, in
Yeah.
my opinion, I think
So
that's smart. I think Paul Pierce would have been smart to get snipped and go out there, do everything he did, but go out there snipped up. I think he was a mistake because he didn't do it. He didn't use protection. And now he got to accept that he fucked up. Period, point
yeah,
blank.
you get 2 kids from the unattractive lady, and then get a vasectomy and just do all the hunching you want. Obviously, wear protection just in case you don't know what the chick's been at, but just in case like you want to just do all the raw dog and you protect it. So you're not
I
really.
mean, this is crazy, man. Like dudes just don't. I just don't get it, man. You know what I'm saying? They have
No,
no
okay, no.
experience,
We
man.
got to lay it out on the table, right? Do business. Okay, you've been this guy this entire time saying a lot of these athletes are dumb. They're not using self control. They're
Nah, I
not
didn't say they were
disciplined enough.
dumb. They just don't care.
Okay, well, okay, they just don't care. or let's just say they're just careless and like you say, like careless stuff like that, and they don't have enough self control, they're not disciplined. But the moment I do something that will actually prevent you from just having all these baby mama troubles, what they actually putting you on papers, that is where you draw the line. Snipping is where you draw the line. That's weird to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's my point. You shouldn't have to do all of that, man. All you have to do is just say no.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. You say you realistically you say you shouldn't have to do all that. That's literally what you can use for almost anything when it comes to money or how much stuff you have. When you have to protect yourself, you have to make sometimes drastic measures. Snipping obviously is a drastic measure, but when you say, "Oh, you shouldn't have to do all that," well, realistically, how many men are going to turn down really fantastic looking women like on a
Yeah,
daily? Because
you're right. In
I'm
fact,
not letting nobody chop on
no,
me like
no,
that, bro.
no,
You're
no.
not messing with my nuts, okay?
Well, you can say,
maybe that's
hold
just
up,
something
that's
you.
between you. Hold up, you and the woman and the doctor. But real talk, do business. Some men, I don't know, I don't speak for other men. I'll speak for myself. Some men, like myself, I prefer raw. Now, obviously, the STD aspect, you're exactly right. That is a aspect of fear factor on that. You got to be very careful because you can get that. But
Hmm.
I don't like the wrapping it up. So if somebody said, Platinum, you got $40 million in the bank, you still want to be socially active. What do you want to do? Do you want to use some lifestyles? I'll say no. I'm gonna go ahead and have the vasectomy. If I said it right, I'm gonna go ahead and have the procedure, and then I'm a raw dog. I do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's funny you said that, Plat, because I remember you made fun of me in the earlier video for saying something like that. But like I was saying, like realistically, I think that's the best alternative you can go to is that have a couple
And
of
a lot of
kids.
women prefer that. A lot of women prefer intimacy with a man who doesn't have protection on. He doesn't have on a sock because it the heat. And I don't need to get any more specific than that. I'm just saying they prefer it. So you got two people satisfying each other. When you put on that sock, you get degrees of you downgrade the moment.
Not really. It's because based on my experience, is of course without using a rubber is fully natural, but you still get the same feeling even if you use
No,
a
you don't.
condom. Yes, you
No, you
do.
don't.
It's not all the way the same, but you still
Well,
you
that would
still
mean
gonna
it's
feel
not.
something.
Hold up, that would mean it's not the same.
It's not exactly the same, but you're still going to feel passion when you have sex with the woman. So I mean, I don't
Not
understand why
with a
dudes don't
sock.
like using condoms.
Not with a sock on.
Because it doesn't feel as good. Obviously, it's like it's a
It
barrier.
still
I mean,
feel
you're in a
good to me,
relationship,
bro. I don't know what y'all talking about. I ain't got
but I
no
think
problems with using condoms. No
that's
problem.
just, I think that's just you. And also, aren't you in a relationship, dude? So
No.
like, okay, well, I'm sorry. I
Hold on,
thought you
hold
was in a
on, hold
relationship.
on, hold on. If it's okay, and I do this under dudes attacking me for doing it. But do you wear the you said condoms? Do you do magnums?
Yeah.
Okay.
You get the Magnum.
Now hold up. My thing on that is this: they're thick. Wait a minute, they're thicker, and that's why I brought it up. When you
Hmm.
say lifestyles, they're thinner. So what I'm saying is there's a difference in feeling because one is thicker.
Or you talking
So
about latex? You can always get.
no. Trojans are thick, man. Go and look at the exact measurement compared to the other. Some of them things is micro thin.
I got you, but what I'm saying is that even with the Magnums, you can get them. You can get certain brands that may not be as thick. That's what
I
I'm
ain't
talking about.
never seen
Even
Non-latex.
I ain't never
regardless
seen
of that,
thin magnums.
they've been doing this
Hold up,
branding.
I never seen a thin magnum. But no,
Nah.
if you go and look at them, if you live your life as a man and you go through these situations, in my opinion, the magnums, they're fine because you try to protect yourself,
Hmm.
but they're thicker.
Yeah, they are.
They're thick.
They are.
Versus if you use lifestyles, they're thinner. They're thinner. No,
Well,
so I'm saying your activity is more attuned to normality when you use the lifestyles. When you use the magnums, it's going to be like you said, it's going to be a feeling, but it's not even close to being a normal feeling.
But even well, let me tell you this. Even with the Magnums, right? I used them a few times, and I actually bust one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh.
I did it a couple of times. going up in the cheek. So I had to put on
You
another one.
you thirsty.
Now I'm just
My
saying, I was just going real hard and busted and popped it, and then I had to put on another one. So I mean, but yeah, I mean they are thicker, but I mean it still don't mean nothing. You know.
regardless of the fact, most dudes, like regardless of brand, just don't like using condoms in a nutshell. So if they have the chance to like raw dog a bunch of chicks, even if they don't know them all that well, they're going to do that usually every time. So I say, for most men, I would say just get a vasectomy. I have like 2, 3 kids with one chick, and then if she's going to put you on child support, maybe, but it's not from multiple women. And odds are, like you, like, in my opinion, you should probably date that chick before you get rich. That way, she's just not like, oh, you've been making all this money ever since we've been together. You haven't given me a dime. So, like, I think that's my philosophy.
You shouldn't even deal with women who want your bag, though. If they want some money, don't talk to them.
Yeah, man. That's it's simple as that, man.
When you walk into a room, the way you dress, the way you carry yourself, that's all a woman, that's all the currency you need with women. Smart women will see that you take care of yourself, you dress a certain kind of way, the way you carry yourself. They'll see that. And the smart women will recognize that and they'll come and they'll gravitate towards you. Women who don't recognize your swag, don't talk to them. Tell them that's a no. Simple as that. The smart women gonna recognize you, brother. Like the stream, brother. Like the stream. You need to enjoy yourself, man. So a good woman, you in a relationship, you and her sit down, have a conversation about birth control. Y'all have a conversation about it. And we talk, you talk to her about it, she talks to you, and she gets on birth control. And you take regular tests. And so do you want to be with anybody else? No. Said, but well, I'm still gonna test you, and we can do this because we're just together. We're talking about a Saturday. You can do all of that on a Saturday. And enjoy yourself and live your life, man. She's alive too. She gonna enjoy you.
Mhm.
She can't put a price tag on that. Say you spent a year with platinum and he made your eyes roll in the back of your head like a pinball machine. Yeah. That's something you could tell, everybody. Tell your husband when you get married. Tell him. Platinum had me on tilt the whole time I was with him.
Yeah, man. I hear you play. I mean, we hear you. I don't know if the other brother's still on, but it's just sad, man, that a lot of dudes have to go through this type of stuff, man. It's really sad, bro, because they don't care about
You
the kid at all. They don't care about that
get
at all.
snipped, you wouldn't have this problem.
You said what?
I said, get snipped, you wouldn't have this problem.
Well, I mean, if that's what you want to do, I mean, I'm just not into that. But knock yourself out if that's what you want to do. But at the end of the day, man, like you said, Platinum, you need to be dealing with someone that's genuine, that's really down with you, man. A lot of
Yeah.
these dudes, they be knowing that like I said, they just don't care, and they're heartless, man. It kind of makes it kind of makes you question the dude mentality when they be doing that
Got
kind of
to.
stuff too.
You got to. You
Like, why
got
you
to.
got all these kids, man, and why you doing all this stuff with these chicks? I mean, is something up with you? I can't even hang with no dude like that, man. What's up with you, man? I mean, I know people
Another
like this
thing,
personally, man. Like,
no, no,
what's
do
your
business.
problem, man?
Even
And
right now, do business. I'll go to a cousin's house and
Yeah.
he'll give me the address. I'll pull up. I'll see. He drives a truck, right? I'll see the tractor. What's it called? Yeah, I'll see the tractor. Just the I don't know how many wheels on, but just that little piece. And he's up in there, and the chick in there, and I'll see the chick. Is she okay? But then I'll see all 7 of her kids, and it's
Oh
hot.
man.
It's hot in there. Do business. So while I'm sitting there, I'm sweating. And then he come out, yeah, what's up, man? Whatever we try and take care of, we talk. And then I look at her and I see the 7, and I be like, yo, man, I don't know about that. No, I'm talking about to me. And he's like, man, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. And I'm like, yo, man, I get in my truck and just go to work because I don't want to live in a house with 5 kids that's not mine.
Oh man, bruh. You ain't never gonna get no peace, man. Especially if you driving trucks and you coming home and you got to deal with that. Damn.
What if you just want to go to sleep?
You ain't.
You can't
Yeah,
even do that.
I could have sworn that when I got on here, the title said ex-wife, but I might have misread it. Because if that was his ex-wife, I'd have been like, you're kind of dumb for marrying, realistically in general. But like I always question like the validity of like marriage a lot because hold on a second.
Shout
That
out
Joey
to
still on?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening. No, I'm just listening.
shout out to Creole then. $5 holler. Look, shout out to you. Look, what this is Corey. Corey loves chat box. Look, shout out to Corey though. Shout out to Corey. How you doing, Corey? I saw third up here. That's them Corey love. That's Corey loves chat. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you, Corey, wherever you are. We love for you to join the conversation if you'd like to, brother. That's
Well,
up to
I
you.
was about to say, like obviously there was like a rise of like manosphere, like red pill, which we all know about, and red pill for the longest time had was promoting this idea that marriage is like for the birds. It doesn't really give you any benefits and stuff like that. And like, of course, like a whole bunch of people had to like come in and be like, no, there are a ton of benefit of marriage, stuff like that. Whether it's benefits when it comes to like what is it, taxes? Obviously, a two-person household. Obviously, people are more trusted, like in higher tier positions when they are married. But like, if you're an athlete, you don't need to be a CEO. You don't need to be a head you don't need to be the head ninja in charge of a company. So why the benefits of marriage, in my opinion, just like go out the window when you're an athlete. So why do you think you need to get married or something like that? I don't know. It just kind of like got me thinking because he's going through a divorce while simultaneously dealing with another child support case. I think he would have been mitigated if he just decided like I don't really need marriage at all. But most of these dudes are just really really bad
Yeah,
with
well,
like
uh, sex and women, so they get married. The system's set up like that. If you can get them on your own, you don't need to get married. If you can game on, you can game on. But the truth is, a lot of dudes can't game on.
I don't know if that's really the case either, because there's a lot of dudes that can get women and they'll still marry some of the wrongest chicks like ever. Like I think they're just not evaluating the women properly. That makes sense. Like they know they can get them, but they'll marry them, be like, oh, she's the one.
Well, Paul has now got to pay for his mistake. Period. And you guys assume the judge. No, you don't know what that judge. The judge might say, "Okay, granted, $30K a month." At the end of the day, you still got to blame Paul Pierce. You
Hmm.
have to blame Paul Pierce because he's the one that set all this stuff in motion.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we got to stop being scared. That's what's wrong with us, man, is we be getting scared. We get scared and we don't want to tell the truth. We look at a Paul Pierce, we get scared for him. And we start making excuses. We got to stop doing that, man. Paul did this on his own. This is Paul's problem, not mine. And he got to solve it, man. And I ain't mad at the chick, man. If a chick tell me, Platt, I wouldn't fuck with you if you was broke and I'm still fucking with her, that's my fault. Only reason I'm even dating you, nigga, because you got some money.
That's my.
What?
No, I agree with. I just hope that dudes ain't still dating the chick if she say that to you. You got to be out of your mind if nigga.
That's never going to happen. Like this has been like Joy said, this has been happening for millennia. Like dudes are just going to keep getting girls pregnant. The top are going to be ended. I'm sorry, the top of the food chain when it comes to like financials and power are always going to be men, and they're always going to take all the power. And it's going to just end up getting worse because all those women are going to flock to those dudes, for a come up, and we see that right now. Like, there's no
Say,
reason
I
why
mean,
a chick needs 30K a month. That means like you're not working at all. Like, what are you building for? Odds are it should be an immediate red flag to any course for somebody to ask for that much money a month because that means you're not saving it.
Not to me.
man, I mean, like you
Not to
said,
me.
Platinum,
You
Paul Pierce,
sloppy.
he ain't got no game, man.
Thank
He,
you.
he
Thank you.
just
That's
ain't
my
got no
whole
game.
point.
That's all that
And
is, bro.
and you know what, do business. I can't really say that because the simps on here, they don't have no game.
Yeah,
So when I try to explain them, Paul Pierce is what you don't want to be. They want to talk about his money. Well, even with
right.
money, he still painted himself in a corner. He
You can
still
have
painted.
still not know how to. uh I mean, you can have game and still knock chicks up. I don't think that's you know
No, you
really
no,
has
you
anything
can't.
to do.
No, you don't. Because if
What?
you had game, then you wouldn't be doing that in the first place. You would be seeking someone, a woman that
No,
really wants to be your wife. If that's what you're
what you're
looking for,
talking
nah.
about is common. What you're talking about is smarts or common sense. That don't have anything to do with game.
Yes, it
Well,
does, brother.
actually,
A
What are you
lot, a
talking
lot of these
about?
dudes are just dumb. I mean, I know you didn't want to say dumb, but I'll just
well,
say a
you
lot of
can
these dudes are dumb.
guess it
How
actually
you gonna be
does.
dumb and have game? That
Yeah,
that
you
don't that
can't.
don't
It don't
mix.
work. It don't work.
What
That
you
does mix. Like when has intelligence ever coincided with game? Like
What's wrong?
that's almost never been.
Hold on.
Oh
What's
my
wrong?
God.
Okay, what's wrong
When
with
has
a
game
woman?
ever coincided with
Wait a
intelligence?
minute.
Like
Wait a minute. Yes. What's wrong with this young lady that's got Paul Pierce's baby? What's wrong with her telling her man that she really like? Don't worry about it, baby. He gonna take care of us. And
I
she go
mean,
down
yeah,
there and file. Wait a
everybody,
minute. She go down there and file her 30K a month suit against him.
right?
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with
I mean,
that? I'm saying she
If
got a
I'm Paul
man.
Pierce, I'm not going for it. If I'm
What are you
Paul
gonna
Pierce,
do?
I'm not going.
He got her
Uh,
pregnant though.
I mean, yeah, but I'm still not going for it. If you're just speaking for me to outside, I mean, if you're speaking outside me, like me, Garris, I probably wouldn't really care. It doesn't really have anything to do with me. But if I'm Paul Pierce, I'm not going for that. And it's weird that like you do business. You did the whole like theatrics of laughing. Like why? What? Like when is game and intelligence like coincided? Like when was that ever a thing?
Just think about what you're saying, dude. How can you not have intelligence and you have game? The
Okay,
whole point in
so
having game is by having intelligence. So how can you
no,
say that?
that's not necessarily true. You can have game and not be intelligent. Like
Hey,
realistically, game.
Platinum, what's
Okay,
up with this dude, man?
dude, you talking about so
Man, I
okay?
don't know, man. I've been wondering about. I don't
I've been
know.
trying to give you a chance at something, but sometimes you be. What's up with you,
Yeah,
man?
no. Look, we look. Guess,
Listen.
we ain't mad at you, and don't take it the wrong way. But I think you're an incel.
Yeah, I mean, you don't.
Don't take it the wrong way, but let me insult you
No, the
anyway.
way, no, the way he be acting, I think he's an incel.
Okay, I'm glad you think that. All right, do business. So you can stop with the theatrics. You don't have to do the what the hell is wrong with you. Speak to me like a man and we can talk about it. So the realistic part of it is what's game? Let's define that. When most black men are talking about game, you can probably disagree with me, but I'll just read it out like this. It's
Mhm.
usually a combination of your personality, your social skills, your wit, your banter into getting women, right? You almost never need intelligence to do that. If somebody grew up talking to women, talking about the weather or maybe their sports teams, oh, my sister Rhonda, yeah, she's from around the way. You almost never needed intelligence to do that. If anything, you just have pattern recognition. You can understand that this person may be feeling you. This person, or let's just say you have a collective of topics to talk about in a very socially savvy way that they want to talk to you. There's plenty of very dumb dudes I know that have game. They'll tell you stuff like the Earth is flat. They'll say stuff like Kennedy was never assassinated. Tupac. Conspiracy theories out the wazoo. They're not intelligent. They just have game. So game
Nah,
has never. So game.
I don't know what you're talking. You just talking about like it just depends on the people if they have something in common. But at the end of the day, what I'm talking about is that if you are a certain type of dude or whoever you are, and you carry yourself a certain type of way, yeah, you act a certain way and you think a certain way, so that all of that comes with intelligence. You're not even going
No,
to
not
waste your time dealing with certain individuals. So what you're
that's not
talking about is like, yeah, anybody can get together and talk to each other about whatever. If they can have something in common, then it is what it is. But calling people dumb and all that kind of stuff, that's not really necessary, bro. If
I
you don't,
think they're
if you
dumb when
got
it comes
game,
to
you're not dumb. That's all I'm trying to tell you. That
well,
don't even make
again,
sense.
I don't again, if we're just sticking to that, again, I don't agree. Having social skills is not the same as being intelligent. If we're talking about dumb, I mean, obviously the topic of the conversation is talking about which partners you're choosing as far as who to have sex, who to have babies with, who to procreate with, and who to keep around long term. So obviously, I'm talking about in that aspect, they're very dumb. You can have game, pick up all the women you want, but a lot of them will be very long term headaches when you keep them around. Again, game has nothing to do with intelligence. You can have social skills and not be intelligent. That's reality of that. I mean, how long have like very smart dudes with very high degrees complained that they don't get women like that because they don't have the social skills. It doesn't have anything remotely to do with intelligence. If we're strictly talking about Paul Pierce as far as picking the right woman to sleep with, procreate with, and keeping around long term, then obviously we can see from this thumbnail that he's dumb. And most of these athletes are dumb.
Well,
So
even if you have a college degree or whatever, 4 year, 8 year degree, you could be a doctor. You still have to have some type of game. It's
yes,
just
well, I mean,
you see what I'm saying?
you have
You
to,
got to
or are
carry
you
yourself a
saying
certain way just to get the degree. Even being a truck driver, you have to carry yourself a certain way. It's like it don't
yeah,
matter
but
what you
that
do
wouldn't.
or who you are. If you got game, you got game. It's all types of game. It ain't just one game
Okay,
or
well,
one
I
form of
think
game. I mean, go ahead.
okay. So I thought when we were talking about game, is specifically talking about when it comes to social dynamics with women. Like I don't know, like maybe you have different types of game, and that's fine if you want to talk about it. But I'm specifically talking about women. I thought that's what we were both talking about. So if we're sticking to the topic of game when it pertains to women, does intelligence and game coincide with each other? No, it doesn't. You can have game and still be dumb.
Okay, man. Because we gonna
Yeah.
we ain't trying to take
So
over this man's show. We gonna be on this stuff all day. But if that's what you believe, knock yourself out. I don't believe that. It makes no sense. But knock yourself out. I ain't got time to deal
okay.
with it all night, man.
I mean, it
God
just makes
damn.
no sense to you. That's fine. It just makes no sense to you.
Got you. Okay.
But anyway, long story short, I think the way he evaluated this woman was dumb. But like realistically, I'm not going to pretend like I can do what he do at a higher level as far as like getting women because I don't know how much game he actually has, like actively has. But realistically, I would say there was a smarter way of doing things when it comes to like a lot of these women that he's like dealing with.
What's up with you though? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? What's up? Yeah, he done dropped up out of here, man. Gary said, F you. I don't know what's going on, man. I know this right here. If you're in your 50s and you're dealing with young women, that's gonna take a lot out of you, man. You gotta also remember there may be no attraction to you physically. That's a big deal to a lot of these women, man. They gotta like that dude. You got women going to jail because the dude got dope and he put it on her. He said, "That's her stuff. That ain't my stuff." But we wanted to get on here, man. We wanted to put on there. Appreciate you though, man. It's Friday. It's Friday. Got to do business. It's Friday though. It's Friday though. What you gonna get into, man? What the hell, y'all? What the hell? You can go up in Whole Food and pull. You know what? You think I'm gonna do? I think I'll do it tomorrow. I'm gonna go to the mall tomorrow, man. You'll see what I'm working with out here. You'll see what they looking like over here. You need to come see them. There's some baddies out here. Good looking baddies, man. What's up with you, CD?
Hey, what's up? Where they at though, Plat?
Huh?
Where they at though?
Well, they at the mall. They
Shoot,
where
man,
you
just
at. That's where you at.
man, I can't keep them off me.
You winning.
Man, I just did my walkthrough for my house. I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, but he got to pay though. A lot of dudes don't realize it's a price when you go out here and you get that woman pregnant. You don't talk to her for 9 months, 10 months. Yeah, she gonna be pretty mad, man. She gonna go after you. She gonna go after him, and she went after him, man. And we fall for, it, especially black men, we fall for it every time. You know what? I just saw the little boy in the skirt. His mama sending him to school. I didn't see the family. I saw him. It was on my Twitter thing. I said, man, black people just be tripping, bro. Black people just be tripping, and we just gotta do better. Like, share, support. Like the stream, man. Support the platform. What's up with you, CD?
So you was wondering whose fault it was, and does she deserve all that money?
Yeah.
Man, that's Chris Paul's fault.
Yeah.
Paul Pierce, Paul
hmm
Pierce fault.
I'm glad you said
Mm.
that. Mother dudes, they refuse to say that.
No, see, the thing is, when you messing around, I tell people all the time. First and foremost, you got to protect yourself. All right. I mean, I hear these dudes talking about, y'all want to go out there and raw dog, man. I gotta tell you, that's some disgusting stuff right there. That's just
hmm
nasty.
Yeah, you gotta know who you doing that with, man.
Well, how I look at it, if she's letting me do that, then she let someone else do that as well. If that's how she get down, then she's definitely let other people do that before me. And you just got to protect yourself. I mean, maybe after a while, when you start rocking with a chick for so long, then y'all might step it up. But then again, you open yourself up to that kind of exposure when it comes to whether or not she might get pregnant. So you can't be upset. So, like with Paul Pierce and Anthony Edwards, and like especially Anthony Edwards, he's a chump.
Mm.
He's a straight up chump because you can't say, "Well, I told her I didn't want to have kids." Okay, well then you need to wear a condom. It's just that simple.
hmm
You don't get to that. That's not how biology works. Plain and simple. All right. And if you know that these chicks are out here and they only interested in you because of your profession and you have a higher propensity of being targeted by these women, then you need to protect yourself. Not to mention the sanitary effect and the potential risk of contracting an STD.
Hmm.
But these
Hmm.
idiots don't think about it like
They
that
don't
because
want
they're
to know.
irresponsible.
You're right. They
You
don't want
know,
to know, man. They want a raw dog, smash these chicks, and then when them chicks say we need some help on the children, they want to run off.
and I'll tell you, Platt. I got a vasectomy, but I don't be out there like that with these chicks. That's disgusting. A vasectomy is not going to protect you from catching an STD.
Mm-mm.
Okay, the vasectomy is really a statement because I don't want to have any more children. So, but that's not something I just go around broadcasting to women. You know, that's something I keep to myself. It's my
Yeah.
business. I always wear a shield. And if she and I start rocking together for so long and our relationship graduates to that point, then I'll let her know, by the way, my gas is off, you
Wow.
know. But it's not like something, oh, what's up, baby? You and me tonight. I got a vasectomy. Let me go up in there. Man, hell no. That's disgusting. Them food's tripping.
I don't
That
know,
is
man. A lot of
nasty.
young women, if you 42 and she's 23, a lot of them want to have your baby, so it's hard to not give her that option.
So, I told you about my little 21-year-old giant. She told me the reason why she liked messing around with me because my gas is off.
I got you.
That's something that she finds, attractive, or we can do our thing without any risk of pregnancy. But again, when she and I met, that's not something that I just broadcasted to her.
Well, my thing is, if you're gonna let a woman in your life and in your house, she needs to be able to bring you something, man. If she can't go to the dollar store and bring you back some batteries, she can't go to Little Caesars and bring you back a deep dish. Because my thing is, damn, what else? What's she gonna do? She ain't gonna do nothing for you. All you
Hmm.
gonna do is just let her, live there and be with you, and you gotta do everything else your own. Yeah, you're a simp. And that's what I think a lot of these dudes are afraid of admitting the truth. They're simps. You're a simp, bro. You scared. Like the stream, man. Like the stream. I got you, Creolian. Appreciate you, babe. She came over here for a minute. We appreciate her. Like the stream, man. Support the platform.
But one other thing I wanted to say, Platt, here in Texas, child support caps out, I believe, like at, I'm just gonna call it $2,000. I think it's less, but I'm just gonna call it $2,000.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed because after Dak Prescott broke up with his fiance, the narrative was that she was going to be able to hit him up for child support,
Mm.
which she is, but it caps out, it maxes out. So this idea that, oh, this woman deserves 30 bands a month, man, that's just preposterous. Absolutely not. Okay, which is why I left California because it's just a ridiculously overpriced state and it's unreasonable in general. The whole state is unreasonable to think that um, because the narrative is that, well, we need to maintain the child's lifestyle. Well, it shouldn't cost $30,000 a month, regardless of however much Paul Pierce makes. It is not going to be 360K a year to maintain this child's welfare. Anyone who would think that is being
Yeah,
unreasonable.
but why did Paul mess with her?
Well, he messed with her because he's just trying to get the box. I mean, I hate to
Yeah, well,
be
there's a
so
price for
reductive,
that though. There's a price to pay for that.
which is why I said wear a condom. So I don't feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for Anthony Edwards. These fools know what the deal is, but they want to believe that the rules don't apply to them. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, so if like, brother, you stepped in and now you tracked it all over the house. Now you gotta pay for your kid. Like Anthony Edwards, his whole impetus was, I I want to sign the rights away. I just want to pay her off $1 million, and I want her to go away. You can't do that because that child still has rights. That child has a right to know who her father is, and you can't just sign that away. And that just goes to show just how unprepared for reality a lot of these young brothers are. So in Paul Pierce's case, he should be old enough to know this. All right, he's old enough to know how babies are made, and I get it. He's out there after a
Mhm.
divorce, and he's trying to have fun. Uh, but with that said, you gotta protect yourself. You gotta protect your assets because going back to your last show, you're the prize,
Yep.
right? You're the prize. She's only messing with you because she knows that you're the prize. But moreover, he's also a mark,
Yeah.
okay? Because she knows, all right, if I get pregnant, which is what she's gonna try to do,
Hmm.
she knows that she got him lit. And especially if it happens in California, then he's screwed.
You can't be all just all deep in these women like that, man. You got money. They're gonna take you to court.
Right,
You gotta understand that, man. You gotta charge them almost to sleep with you. You gotta be like, yo, I can't do it.
right.
Yeah. And but he played himself though.
Yeah,
He
I
flat
heard
out played himself.
I heard you mention Leonardo DiCaprio and how he got
Yeah.
them signed in NDA. I take it straight out of Leonardo DiCaprio's book, man. I'm not talking to any women over the age of 25. It's not in any serious
Mm-hmm.
respect. Straight
Mm-hmm.
up.
They got to go through all Leonardo's paperwork and people before Leonardo's a millionaire. He could be at his house with food ready for the
Right,
dinner. But you got to
right,
sign all of that stuff. You can't get in. You can't go to TMZ. You can't go to Cosmopolitan and talk about
right,
what it was like dating. You can't talk about none of that.
right. And he probably has all these women get full STI panels so that he
Mm-hmm.
knows that they safe. And those women become part of his harem. But at the same time, if he's not protecting himself and he gets a woman pregnant, he's going to have to deal with those consequences.
You're right. We got the guy said he's 33. He likes 18 to 25 in the Philippines in the Philippines. You should go, man. You should go. 33, enjoy, man.
Yeah, and, as long as it's legal, as long as you're doing your thing and it's legal, can't nobody say
Mhm.
nothing.
Yeah, enjoy. If you like Filipino women, go.
And they like brothers too.
Yeah, some of them. Soul brother. He's soul brother.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know boyfriend? You said, huh? You know boyfriend? You said, nah, I don't know your boyfriend. You know he's soul brother. Okay, okay. If you why you what make you think I know him? They all right though, man. That's overseas. Lost in translation, bro.
but yeah, I just wanted to share that.
I got you,
These
man, and I
these
appreciate it.
irresponsible brothers out there. No, she don't deserve no 30 bands a month.
Now you know I disagree with that though, right?
I know you disagree with it, and that's your right to. But
Mhm.
that's why I brought up Texas because Texas out here it caps, and that's the way it should be.
If you get her pregnant and she says she want 30, I think you got to give her the 30.
No, because Dak Prescott ex, she not getting 30. She getting 1900. The most she could do is ask for extra funds for X, Y, and Z. Maybe the child is doing some kind of extracurricular. She could ask for that money, but he could just pay for it himself. So she's still not going to get more than that $2,000 a month. Because the reason why this narrative even began was he required her to pay to sign the prenuptial agreement. She didn't want to do that and decided she was going to take him to court for child support. Unbeknownst to her, child support here in Texas has a cap on it. So she played herself.
Mm,
She exposed herself as a rat who was only in it for the money. Okay.
mm,
I mean, Dak's sitting on 190 M's.
yeah.
You're telling me that he has to pay her 30 bands or plus a month because of the money that he garners? Man, hell no. All right. And if that were the case, let's say, for sake of argument, that were true, well, you can't blame brothers for being like, you know what, I'm not messing around with these American women no more. Screw all y'all. You ruined it for all of them. I don't care how fine you are. I don't care what you tell me in the bedroom. How you not gonna do me like that? Brothers gonna start taking their talents elsewhere. They're gonna start going overseas, and they just not gonna deal with it.
Do you think Paul should have just went overseas?
I think Paul should have wore a damn condom. That's what I think Paul should. He should be more responsible and stop stop acting like a childish little boy. I mean, you don't. First off, I think it's just disgusting to be out there hooking up with chicks who you just met and you not putting a shield on. That's just unsanitary to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. So, but moreover, beyond that, you you gotta protect yourself, plain and simple. All right. I mean, we yeah, we who doesn't like to go, full raw. All right. But at the same time, like there's just too much stuff that be going through my head sometimes.
Yeah.
I can't even enjoy that shit. Excuse my language. Like I be
Yeah, no,
thinking
no,
about
you're
too
right. You're
much.
right. Because it matters to you. I got you. If you ignorant and you don't care, then it don't matter. But if people pay attention, they know what they're doing.
Right.
If you're in a relationship and you out here rawing, man, what I'm gonna do when I get back home because um me and my old lady, we do is raw. But
Mm-hmm.
I might bring back an STD because I'm out here
Right.
getting buck out
Right.
here.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's why guys be like, nah, I ain't doing nothing with you.
Nah. I was so proud of my partner the other day. He called me up and he said he was with a chick. And I was asking him why he didn't do anything with her. He said she was drunk. And I said, how come you didn't do anything with her? He said, well, I didn't have a shield. Like, boy, like that just
Hmm.
brought a tear to my eye to hear him say that. Like, man, like I was so proud of him. Like, yes, sir. Like, you
Yeah,
absolutely right. Like, no, we ain't getting down like that, man. Forget that. Because that little, you know, 5 seconds of pleasure can amount to a lifetime of misery messing around with these chicks out here. Forget that.
you're right.
These girls try to shame you, like thinking like, oh, well, how come you reaching for a condom? You think I got something? I mean,
Yeah, you gotta wear that though because um he said Paul appears to be a heavy drinker, so I'm sure the alcohol flows and he loses reason. Yeah, sound like it. It sounds exactly like it. That's just bad judgment, man. And then once you do it, you try to ghost. And you're an NBA player. You can't ghost nobody, you're an NBA player.
hmm
You got a YouTube channel and you go on live all the time. The woman be like, yo, that's the dude on the YouTube. He's the father of this baby. They're gonna come after you, man.
right. Yeah, he's too easily identifiable. And I'm the type of person, Platt, where I believe that everything a man does, he does for the purposes of attaining the affections of a woman. If if Jay-Z is with Beyonce, he got Beyonce because he's Jay-Z. If he knew that he could have got her while working at the Walmart, Jay-Z would have been like, well, I don't need all these billions. But he understood that in order for me to get a Beyonce, I'm going to have to be billionaire Jay-Z. Same thing with these athletes. They only want to play ball. Yeah, they might love the game, but they play ball because they know they want to attain the affections of the opposite sex.
Yeah.
That's why we get up and go to work in the morning. That's why we want to drive nice cars and wear fancy clothes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Make always about making more
Mm.
money to attain better resources to attain the affections of the opposite sex.
Do you feel that way?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. I mean, look around, you see brothers peacocking all the time, right? It's always a constant competition between brothers. My car is nicer, my clothes are better. Even like with your own friend group, you'll have competition. Like, fool, we drive the same car. Well, mine is better. What? Like, we drive the same car. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Like I don't. Anyway, I'm not worried about that. But it's all to attain the affections of the opposite sex. Okay, so if and if we didn't need to do all that, this world would be a totally different place. We wouldn't worry about capitalism and supply chain management. Brothers just be out here wearing loincloths, chopping down trees, and
Hmm.
jumping on top of climbing off of women all day. We wouldn't need to be going to work and getting better educations and working on our careers and stuff like that. None of that stuff would matter.
Mm-hmm.
I promise you, this world would be a much peaceful place. But due to the things that we have to do in order to attain these women's attention, now brothers got to separate themselves somehow. Because it's not always the most handsome brother who got the flyest chick in the room. Sometimes it's the most successful brother who got the flyest chick in the room.
You're exactly right, brother. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna let you have the last word, man.
I just want to say, man, don't let these goofies get your blood pressure all high. You don't want to lose a kidney out here.
Okay. I sure don't. You're right. I appreciate you, brother. We out of here, man. Like, share,
Shalom, Platt.
support. We're talking about Paul Pierce, man. Paul Pierce is in the court. Paul Pierce, she said $30K a month. Paul Pierce gonna be out of bag, bro. And he just got divorced 3 years ago, so he got to take care of the wife and the kids. And I think him being alone, he drinking now. Now he just got took to court by this chick. Somebody need to reach out to him. If you know him, man, somebody reach out to Paul, man. Let him know, if he needs some talk to somebody or something, you there for him, man. Somebody reach out to Paul.
All right, Platt.
All right, brother.
Yeah, everyone before we can.
Yeah, don't leave him out there on his own like that, man. Somebody go reach out to Paul.
Sure.
All right. Let him know, man. We with it. We with it, man. We gonna support you, brother.
Let them know where they at, though.
No, don't do that.
No, not you. I'm talking about the listeners.
No, we don't need Paul to know where the women. We gotta deal with it now, man. We had enough of that, man. 48, you need to slow down. You ain't no young kid, man. You out here raw dogging at that age.
Yeah.
That's wild, man. That's
It's
wild when you
irresponsible.
think about it. Yeah.
Irresponsible.
Yeah. And the men do have to criticize that part. You could talk about how unfair it is and all that. Yeah, but you still be like, yo, baby, still. Come on, man. Come on. We too old to be acting like that.
Yeah, I don't feel sorry for him.
Gotcha. Like, share, support, man. Like the stream, man. Support the platform, man. We've been going for a while, man. Hit the Cash App, hit the Super Chat. Let me know what's up, man. This Friday. It's Friday night. What you gonna get into, man? You getting out there? Or you going to the shake tonight? You going to the shake. There you go, man. You gonna get up in the shake, get you some chicken wings. Get you some chicken wings, man. You up in there in the shake. Letting them know something. Hit the Cash App, hit the Super Chat, man. Support the show. Hit the like. Subscribe to the channel, man. Hit the Cash App. We appreciate everybody, man. We tried, man. Paul Pierce. Whew. We out.